My nose.
That's fine.
No, I'm kidding.
Fuck it, we'll
I'm
do it
kidding.
live.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Show the world.
All right. Well, then, wait. I need to mute that. Okay. There we go. All right. So, welcome back to The Lion, the Witch, and the Warforged. It's hard not to actually say the title of that book instead.
Right?
So last time, does anybody have a recap? Does anybody want to do a recap, or do you want me to just kind of go over what you guys kind of did pretty quick?
My notes are on my PC at home.
I got my notes.
All right, go ahead if you want.
Unless anybody else does. I know I jump in and do it usually. Sarah's
Go
just
ahead.
taking a glass of water. I don't think she's up for it, so I will.
No, go for it.
So from the 6th, we attempt to explain subterfuge to lead us. Plan to say we chased the thieves off but got the goods back, which was that sort of technically true thing. We go out the back way, a long way around town to return the goods. Guards gave us 300 gold and told us a bit about the Sea Princes. We learned they are a confederacy of pirates that took an area to the south and called it their own country. We bought Letus some clothes that weren't from 300 years ago, and I bought some too. A bell rings at the town hall. My notes say there are portraits of the people who lived there. I think that might be the council members. And we met Ada, Alders, Gellin, Copperlocks, and one other name that I need to get. That's literally what my note says. We hear about a haunted house and the task of investigating the house. Sounds of wailing, a ghostly creature carrying a torch, whispers, and apparitions. They'll give us 1,000 gold to remove the people, tell them to get out or rout the ghosts if it is indeed true. We get a parchment stating we're on the job for the council with their signatures. Tyrion chats up. Oh, I chatted up Copperlocks because she looks like a fierce dwarven lady. And I ran off to buy a fish for Puck, a big tuna. Letus stayed in the council hall to read books. Puck and Peril swim across the river to the inn they'd heard about, called the Empty Nest. Found Letus and went to the Empty Nest, bought an ale. Everybody went upstairs. He told us about a woman who recognized him at the council hall. And then Tyrion went downstairs to drink with the sailors and make friends. That's what I got.
All right, so yeah, you went downstairs. You made a handful of friends. I believe I had you roll like charisma check, like a bunch of charisma checks. And
Yeah.
you had made friends with about half of the sailors in there, kind of just all drunkenly singing and having a good time. That night, you guys all to go to bed. It is now morning. You wake up in this. It's like a rickety tavern. You can hear the ocean outside in the inlet that you guys are in. We can kind of go over to the map real quick. You can hear like the water kind of like lapping against the beach as like this building is. As I said last time, it's kind of on stilts over the water. You would have seen like there's maybe a couple small like rowboats parked underneath it, like anchored or tied to the stilts. The sunlight is peeking through the window. There's a little bit of dust in the air as you guys rise in the morning. Yeah, I think you all stayed in one room, correct? Besides Pearl.
Pearl was staying in a different room,
Right.
and all the guys bunked together.
So you guys are awake. It's early morning from what you can tell. What are you doing?
It's a shame Pearl's room got raided.
She disappear again?
You
Just
know
like
this?
it's just like her.
No, I don't. So I'm just gonna Letus is just gonna wait and hang out until everybody starts moving because he doesn't know what to do.
I guess you didn't sleep. You would have just been sitting in a chair.
Yeah, just been sitting in the corner.
Man, I
Also,
can never...
the map just just loaded in for me, so this is going to be a interesting
Nice.
experience.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna be able to do any sort of like nighttime ambushes on you because you don't fucking sleep.
Tyrion, fascinated with elitist admitting that he does not sleep, turns to Robin like it really was a good get for us to pick this guy up and bring him along. It's going to make a great watchman.
He certainly does watch. I'll give him that.
Is that like a mechanical joke?
It was a little bit.
I like to read. Get me books and I'll be your watchman as much as you want.
Hmm.
Oh, I need a waterproof bag for my books. If we go back to the merchants, I'd like to see what I can get there, please.
It doesn't want to ruin any more of his books by swimming through the or walking across the bottom of the
You
inlet.
could just not walk through the middle of the water.
That will not do. That absolutely will not do.
I mean, eventually it's just going to be too deep for it to even matter, right? Like, because you would just be gone.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to find your way back.
I mean,
be like
Pock's
that-
gonna go in the water, so
You
That's-
wouldn't.
Pac
You
can go
wouldn't
swim
Highlander.
out.
die. Yeah, but he can't. He can't swim
Pac can
though.
go swim out.
No, it would be like that scene from Highlander where he's just walking on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, you're just walking around like I don't know where to go now, but I guess if I keep walking straight, I'll eventually hit something. So yeah, back to you guys. Sorry, some commentary because I thought it was funny. What are you guys doing?
Well, we've got this
Man.
job. Should we get some breakfast and set out? Do we need to get a cart or some kind of transportation in order to make our way there? Maybe hire a cart.
It didn't look that far.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm fine walking. But yeah, I'm in the mood to go downstairs, get some food, get Letus his waterproof bag, and get the heck out of Dodge. Something we said back on Theros. Don't worry about it.
can I say that Hawk has completely consumed that giant tuna, so you just have like a few random fish bones like sprawled along the floor around him. He's
I
kind of
will-
like flicking the spines around every now and then.
I'm
I
used to
will.
this.
I will remind you as well. You did ask me about something last time. I don't know if you just as a reminder. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Did I private message you it?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember now.
Okay. Just in case you wanted to do that or something. I
Okay.
don't know.
And I'll also bring up that Letus wants to find the woman that knows him if we have a chance.
Sure, there'll be plenty of time, and we definitely won't die if we just head out, and we'll certainly come back to town. There's no chance that we would not pick up that part of our mission. He says confidently.
Now I feel like I'm going to die.
What? No! Can I persuasion roll? He's trying to... He's trying to make it sound good.
Yeah.
What a strange thing to say, Lion Man.
If you want
Just
to
trying to speak the truth.
Yeah. See if you can try to comfort him. I don't know how he's going to take it. I guess you would roll insight to see if you actually believe his attempt to persuade you that everything will be okay.
Oh, wait, and I have this sweet character sheet here, thanks to you.
Oh, what happened?
What?
He wasn't hearing audio.
Oh. Can you hear us?
Marco
Yeah.
Polo.
Yeah, I can hear
Marco.
now.
Okay, weird. I don't know what happened.
It's just spontaneously in the middle of you talking, it just went dead for me, and all I was hearing was this beautiful music in the background, which is, I guess, is coming from
Roll
from
20.
Roll20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've added different tracks to the
22.
thing. All right.
22,
So,
and I'm telling the truth. I believe I am.
so yeah, I mean, Letus, do you want to roll insight to see if you believe whether or not he's telling you the truth that everything will be okay?
Sure. $16.
You haven't known him for very long, but he seems as though he's a pretty trustworthy person. That he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would just lie.
Don't worry. I
Okay,
won't let anything
well-
bad happen to us before we get back.
All right. Acknowledged.
I gotta buy you that program so we get your robot voice back.
So you guys are still just kind of hanging out in the room. Did you want? What are you planning to do?
I mean, like I was saying, I'm thinking we eat. He asked for it to say if we could go get a waterproof bag, and then we head out. And it doesn't sound like we need to get a cart or anything. It was close enough by.
Okay. So, you guys leave? Are you leaving the room then? Is that the action that you are doing?
Leaving the
Yes.
upstairs room? Yes, Tyrion goes downstairs, get some food.
Okay. As you guys come downstairs, you you see the lady at the dwarven lady at the bar who was there last night. She is just kind of like hanging out. There's not really anybody in there. The only thing you do see is a large, rather imposing creature who is sitting at a table, kind of chewing away at some food on a plate on a large platter. And Jason, did you want to introduce your character?
Well, I'll try to do the best I can here. This is a mossy green scaled turtle with a bark brown shell. He's got sunny yellow eyes and a smiling disposition. He looks rather friendly, actually, and his large size is mostly just circumference. Uh, he's only stands about like 5'6" tall, but he looks like he weighs 400 pounds. Uh, he's a hefty boy, but you can tell he's a softy even with a hard shell. He has a bunch of pots and pans and other sorts of cooking implements strapped to his shell. It clangs around whenever he moves. He's got a sack, a fancy looking sack, a small bag on the table next to him. You see him dip his clawed fingers in, take a pinch of something out, and just pour it into a bowl of whatever porridge it looks like he's eating. Um, he hasn't noticed you all yet because he's focused on his food.
Right. So yeah, you see this person, and the lady at the bar is like, "How'd you sleep?"
Letus is gonna go directly over to the turtle and point at the pots and pans and say, "What manner of armor is this?"
What
ready
are
to
you
walk
speaking
away.
of?
Uh, He's gonna point again and just say, "What
It-
manner of armor is this?"
that is cooking ware. I've got a skillet. I've got a pot to boil things in. I've got some spoons and some knives, and it's not quite armor unless you really fancy putting the pot on your head. It's not going to help much, but to each their own, I suppose.
Uh,
No, the armor I have is, and he like taps the shell on his chest, like right here. It comes with, it's my home. It comes with me.
okay, he'll extend his hand like he's seen other people do, and he'll just say, "I am designate leadist. Pleasure to meet you."
Well, and his arm extends, and it's kind of skinny, and it extends a little longer than you think it should. Um, and his clawed hand, which is larger than the rest of his arm, wraps around your hand, and he gives it a gentle shake. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Leet. You said Leet Test. Uh,
Elitist.
Elitist. My name is Krail, old Krail, some folk call me. I come around often, well, not often, but time to time to help out with some some food problems, some uh, farming issues, and I'm just here making some food today. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, and elitist will turn around and walk back to the group.
In
And by
response,
the way,
All
Letus
righty then.
is you when this Warforged robot man that came up to you is wearing like the fine clothes.
Like
So
very fancy clothes.
he's a very very fancy man.
That's a fancy robot.
I respond to the. It sounds like whoever's keeping shop here. So we slept just fine, and we're looking for some grub today. Some fuel to fuel us on our adventures.
1 second. I have an idea. Give me a second. Yes. I sent you a message, Jason.
Ah, one moment. Where is? Oh, it's in. I was looking on Discord.
It's Roll20, yeah.
It gets confusing. Love the voice, by the way. Thank you.
Yes, it's really good.
Uh, let's see. Who mentioned that they needed food?
Big lion man.
Hello, friend of the Fancy Bot. My name is Krail, old Krail. I might be able to help you with your nutritional needs. I'm an adept cook, both in the mundane and magical fashions. Um, what do you need provided for you? I might be able to do it.
Well, that's a what fine fortune we have here today. I was just looking for a meal. I think our only needs might be, let's see, something something that consists of flesh. Our fine metallic friend here needs no sustenance. I like a good good chicken. Robin, what do you
Uh,
eat?
hmm.
Just about anything.
So I think we're pretty open. You
Well, at the moment, if you're hungry at the moment, all I've got to provide right now is some porridge or delightful good berries. Um, I could spice them however you like. I don't know why you'd want to spice a good berry, but I have the ability to do so. Um, it will keep you full all day, however.
That,
So,
that sounds exceptionally efficient and like a not only cost effective measure, but like a good idea all around. How much for these good berries?
oh well. I usually don't charge. Usually just kind of try to use it to make folks happy, or give it to those in dire need. Would you consider yourselves in dire need?
Tyrion looks to Robin. He says it doesn't charge. Is that suspicious?
Looks at Turtle. Looks at Tyrion. Shakes his head.
Which direction?
I
Not.
Well, how about this? If you feel the inclination, the need to pay, I would accept, but just cooking materials, just any sort of foods that you'd like to cook. Just provide it to me, so I don't have to pay for it out of my pocket or scrounge it up on my own, and I'd be happy with that.
Letus hands him 5 rations because Letus doesn't have to eat.
All right, I can take these rations and I can cook these up into a stew. I got some nice spices with me that kind of make these taste a lot better than they would on their own, and I think that would be quite useful for y'all. Uh, I'll let you have a good berry apiece, just as a gift to new friends. Just trying to make people happy wherever I go, and I hand each of them a like a little good berry. It's like a blueberry plus sized.
Blueberry plus size.
Yeah.
Uh, Tyrion slaps Letus on the back, saying like, "You're always so friendly, so giving. It's really great to see you communicating with people. Also, friend, those rations might be a couple hundred years old, so I'm not sure that that's great. But if there's anything that I
Well,
can do to help provide from some supplies, perhaps uh, perhaps I could we could go buy you the supplies at the market. I certainly have no means of making food or the knowledge of how to do this, and I
I'm
greatly
an adept
appreciate this.
cook, and between you and me, the age of the rations don't really matter. I've got magical means of making it edible.
That's fantastic. He doesn't think about some of these things sometimes. I think he just woke up from a very long sleep.
That's quite all right. Not everybody has those abilities.
Do you have books?
I've come across scrolls now and again, and I've I've looked at a book or two. I don't tend to keep them on me.
I think he's interested in learning as much as he can from you, perhaps. Uh,
Well, I'd be happy to just bend your ear. Do you have to just? I can't talk your ear off either. You just don't have. Well, I'll be happy to just speak on whatever subject you like, as long as I know about it.
What do you know of realty?
Well, I know reality is what you make of it, and um, it's different for everyone. However, that there seems to be like a scientific consensus on what exactly exists in everyone's reality. Um,
No, no, no. Realty. Finance of land and structures.
oh, the land don't need no money. No, the land take care of itself on its own. I help it along, of course. And so do the spirits, the some of the friendlier fae. stuff like that. Um, Not sure if that's what you're looking for, but
Okay. In our journeys, I will teach you realty. You may teach me cooking.
uh, fair enough.
Excellent.
I'm just happy to help out however I can.
That's very kind of you. You seem to be a kind person. Tyrion's not the smartest. Also, insight check. Wants to see, like, does he feel like he can trust this guy?
Go ahead.
What I do with that character sheet?
A 12.
Pure 12.
I mean, as far as you can tell, he doesn't seem. You're. I don't. You probably. I would say that within your travels, you probably have never seen somebody just like give you stuff for free. But he doesn't seem like he's being malicious in any way about it.
So you're traveling and trying to make people happy and feel good through feeding them. Do you have a particular destination currently, a place that you'd like to be, or headed somewhere?
This was my destination up until most recently. I was helping out some of the farm hands here and some of the agrarian folks with their farming needs, and pointing them in the right directions and using some magical means to help out here and there. But my next destination was kind of up in the air. I was just going to head back to the forest that I was used to and just keeping an ear out to nature itself to see where I may be needed. But I'm open to suggestion.
It's an incredible thought.
Leadus, Leadus breaks in and says, "To the market," and then he walks out the door.
We'll meet you over there, buddy. Puck, I know you're hungry. Would porridge suffice for a meal, or shall we go find you some fresh fish?
Hawk's nose kind of like her face does like a little lip curl at the thought of porridge. It's not
Would you
very like.
prefer? Would you prefer a plus sized good bear? It'll keep you full all day long.
What is
Tyrion's
a good
actually very
berry?
excited to try the. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
What is a good berry?
It's a plus size blueberry that, well, magically it restores one hit point and also keeps you fed and full all day long.
What does it taste like?
It's a good question.
Tyrion pops his. Super interested in trying new food from that he's never heard of. What does it taste like?
Uh, Sweet and umami and whatever flavors you were hoping to taste.
Yeah, it is magic, so I think it just generally tastes like whatever you want it
It's
to taste like.
it tastes like snozzberries.
Yeah.
Got it. So as Tyrion pops it, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, a roast chicken! It's incredible!" And he's just cheering it up. I have to pay you back for giving me such an incredible experience. Would you mind accompanying me to the market so that I could buy you some cooking supplies and perhaps we could discuss uh, further things on the way?
Well, that just sounds delightful. Thank you, young lad. I'll be happy to accompany you along the way.
All right. So,
I'm gonna say though, Pock's in the background. He kind of sniffs at his berry, pops it in his mouth. He makes a very pleased sound.
Yeah, it tastes
But
like
keep in
whatever
mind
you wanted to,
what
yeah.
like
lizard
what you
folks
were
like to
not
eat
not
most.
not whatever you were wanting to, but whatever you were hoping to taste, like emotionally deep down.
Yeah. So, like,
I'm
whatever.
still gonna keep my answer of what lizard folks like to eat most.
So yeah, so it sounds like you guys are going to travel now to the market. Letus has already just kind of walked off, as he does,
Yes,
tends to
he's-
do that.
He really does.
But yeah,
what have I done?
so you guys, I'm assuming, I don't know if are you just gonna is Pot gonna go through the water? Or are you guys just gonna walk around?
Letus is going to use the bridge this time because of his books.
You have learned.
Books are precious.
Well, Pac's gonna just trail after the party right now because he doesn't really have a destination in mind besides follow the group.
Okay.
Books are processed tree meat. I have no objection. I'm just pointing that out.
So I guess Letus is going to notice the party behind him. Well, actually, I guess I'll roll for perception.
If you want to, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to look around, you'd probably see them at some distance. You kind of left, might have been, you'd probably be close to the bridge by the time they came out the door. So
Okay.
you might see them if
So
you're
he'll
looking.
just stop and wait for everybody else to catch up and then continue walking with the group.
Oh, look at that, Robin. He stopped and waited for us for a moment. That's fairly incredible.
It took you days to figure that out.
I do like to move forward, as Tyrion continues. Kind of a bit of a bounce in his step after tasting such a delicious thing.
Krell is just smiling, knowing that, yeah, he's done a good job today, making people happy. And he just has like a jaunty waddle in his step, using his knobbed quarterstaff to help him along.
So Letus is going to turn to our new turtle friend and say, and ask about the berries. Say, is there a way to manufacture these berries en masse? We have a lizard friend who's, from what I gather from past conversations, uh, the village requires constant sustenance.
Well, funny you would say that. I've actually been looking into researching a way to sustain these good berries past a day. They magically disappear after a day, and I'd like to preserve them. I need to find a method like or some sort of concoction to preserve them, some additives that preserves these good berries, so that I could travel the land and pass them out, and they can and people can hold them for long winters and for the times they need, and not just in the moment. Um, but if you have any knowledge of doing this and potentially producing more of these, I'd be quite interested. This is actually a miracle I've been working towards all my life.
So Letus will stop and turn around and face Pock and put his arms up and say, Pock, we will help Turtle. Turtle will help Pock's village. It is done.
I'd be happy to help.
All the while, Tyrion's kind of like leaning in a bit closer to Robin to like have a little bit more private conversation between the two of them, thinking something along the similar lines. Like, wait, if this guy can help the lizard people on a farm, that might help us, or help me bring a little more balance to the situation that brought Puck along with us in the first place. What do you think?
Well, we would need to get him to stick around.
All right. Noted. Tyrion goes to try to, as they enter into the market, find some more supplies. Inquiring with Turtle Man, Well, I apologize.
Yes.
I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said, but I meant not to said it loud enough or directly to you. I do apologize. My name is Krell. Some folks just call me Old Krell. It just seems to please them when they call me old for whatever reason. Um, but yeah, just Krell is fine.
Old Krell, it's nice to meet you.
O
And
L apostrophe.
old Krell.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
as
what
far
was
as
your name again? I am terrible with names, so I do apologize. I'm probably going to be forgetting all y'all's names from here on out.
that's quite all right. I'll make sure to tell you as many times as is necessary. I am Tyrion, a Leonin uh, of the Tenno tribe, from a land known as Theros. I've had many adventures that have brought me here to this world, and I will continue to have more. You will, my name will be known throughout the land. And he kind of goes on a little sort of like a bit about his being a hero and that being his goal.
Tyrion, the hero cat. The hero. I couldn't catch all of it. I apologize. I think your name's Tyrion. I got overwhelmed by all the titles and accolades that I do commend you on.
That's no problem. And he goes on to kind of repeat them, but emphasizing his name, Tyrion.
Tyrion. I will do my best to remember that.
What
And
kind of.
who else?
Oh, sorry.
Just on the subject of names, I remember Leadist, the fancy bot. Um, I think I've heard the names of some of the other folks, but I'm sorry, I'm a little addled at times. And formally, who's each of these? Fine lizard folk. What was your name? I think it was Puck.
His crest kind of like flares up a little bit as he stands a bit taller. My name is Puck.
Well, pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Puck. I hope you like the Goodberry, and perhaps I'll be able to be of assistance to your tribe.
I wouldn't say no to more.
And who's this down here? Who's this down here? I forget if you I've heard your name or not. Who's that down there?
I am O Robin. They call me O Robin, or half pint, half stack, short stack. I've heard it all. Well, I haven't heard it all. That's why I'm here.
Well, Robin, half Robin, stack Robins. Nice to meet
Stack
you.
I would love if you just continue to call him half stack of robins or something.
Stack of Robins was pretty good.
That's great.
Well, pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Did you have your Goodberry yet? I forget.
I I think I'll hold on to it.
That is wise. Use it when you need it most, but just be warned, it only lasts a day and then poof, magically disappears into the ether.
Yes. I know how perishable food works. Thank you.
Magically perishable, but yes.
We will fix that.
Oh, I certainly hope so. I am so excited by this opportunity and the possibility of getting my good berries to last more than just a day.
So as you guys have been talking, you have reached the marketplace. It's bustling with people running around, going over to stalls, salesmen calling out, trying to get your attention. Average what you would think of. What are you doing?
Validas is going to look for a waterproof bag and more books to put in it.
Okay. You don't see any books. They don't generally sell books in like an open air market like this. You do see a couple of different like textile style with like goods and things like that. Um, if you were to walk over to one of the stalls that has different like bags and stuff like that, that kind of like general adventuring stuff, you do see a man who is there, and he's like, yes, sir. I hope it's okay that I call you sir.
Acceptable.
Is there anything? Are you interested in any of these sacks, or what? Are you an adventurer? You look rather fancy. I don't I can't say I would see as somebody out on the road, but if you need something, I've got quite a few different things here.
I require waterproof containers, holders, bags.
Ah, okay. A waterproof container. Well, so what we've got here, I think I have something. Yes, this. You see, he pulls out what looks to be almost like a large water skin. He's like, so your water skin holds water. Well, do you drink water?
I require no water.
Okay. Do you understand the concept of a water skin?
I do.
Okay, so it's like a water skin. We basically took that and we were like, well, what if we made it bigger? And instead of keeping water in, it would keep water out. So it's basically like a big water skin, and then you can cinch it off at the top, and it keeps water out. Does that sound like something you're looking for? It's probably about the size of like a side pouch. You could probably keep 5 or 6 books in it.
Perfect.
All right. Well, this is kind of a new specialty that we've been going on. What do you say, 5 gold?
I
I just made this.
Do you have 5 gold, or have you given it away, or something?
I have 5 gold.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to haggle. I'm going to
Okay.
tell him, I love books.
Using the principles of realty.
I will meet other people who love books and suggest they purchase from you if you can discount this item.
Are you trying to do like I'm an influencer?
Yes.
All right, then roll with advantage because that's fucking hilarious. I
I'm
guess
Commander
roll.
Shepard, and this is my favorite stall in the town.
Oh my god, Robin's been playing through all 3 of those games, and I've heard her do that so many times.
So insight, or no, what am I rolling?
You would roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah,
Oh no.
convince him to give you a discount.
But you've entertained him, so it's with advantage.
So that is a. Why did it give me a? Okay. 11 or a 1.
Ooh, yeah, you have a okay. Okay, well, so
No, it's fine. I'll give him the how much?
yeah, he's like, no, yeah. I mean, this is like something new. I feel like it's gonna take off on its own. No offense, but yeah, 5 gold.
I hand over the gold. I take the pouch and I tell him, "I wish you the best, but I will not help."
All right, then, sir. Well, thank you for your money, and you have a good day. And so yeah, I guess you'd have to add like a custom item because I just made that up. But it is just like an oversized, essentially like an oversized water skin,
So like a
like
backpack.
a water skin backpack kind of thing. Yeah, it's essentially kind of like I think of it like as like a side satchel, like kind of like
Oh, okay.
shoulder bag that you can wear on your side, but it's made out of like the water skin material, so that it's waterproof.
I have this like actual bag for going to the beach, and that's the thing I'm thinking of. But
Yeah,
mine's like bright orange.
yeah.
So Tyrion turns to old Krell. I must give you something in exchange for this delicious food that you've given me today. I'd like to buy some of these cooking supplies, perhaps whatever might be necessary to make foods or prepare things. Is there anything in particular that I could find and purchase?
Well, just whatever y'all wish to munch on, I'll be happy to cook up. Any sort of meats and veggies, any breads and cheeses. Just buy them up. I'll cook them up for you. That's all I need.
Fantastic. And Tyrion just wants to basically go off and try and find some of the things that that they had like he had noticed everyone eating at the first tavern that we went to, like maybe some like
chicken.
dried or salted fish or something.
Yeah, you can easily find that. You if you're walking around, you'd be going. There'd be like a couple of different booths.
Go to the booth that I went to before to get the last, to get that tuna for Pock.
Yeah,
See if there's.
you see the guy there, and he's just recognizes you, and he's like, "Oh, you're back. Do you want another?" He pulls out a huge tuna, and he's, "Do you want another?"
I think I need something a bit smaller today. We're planning on going out on a bit of an adventure, and this will be for a little bit later.
What did you have in mind?
Like I can't remember what everyone ordered or ate at the last place, but just some fish
I
or
mean,
something.
I think Pock ate like an entire chicken whole,
And alive.
and alive. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what all of you guys ate. If you're looking for like small fish, he can sell you some like smaller like river fish from inland for like 2 silver a piece.
Yeah, just something that he thinks that Krell could carry.
Yeah, and he's like, these are salted, so they'll keep for a while, and you could carry them on. They don't smell, So
Wonderful. Any discounts for a repeat customer?
roll persuasion.
I love
mean-
persuasion.
Yeah, I mean, you're good at that though, right?
I keep doing it on purpose.
Oop.
Wait, that's wrong. Oh no, that's right. Okay. Well, not so persuasive this time.
Yeah, he's just, sorry. If you come back again, then maybe. But yeah, 2 silver apiece.
Understandable, and he gets a gold's worth of this salted fish.
All right, so add that to your sheet. I don't know. Is there any other foods that you wanted, like vegetables or?
I don't think I saw anyone eating anything like that, unless I saw something like a robin eating something like that. Literally, I'm trying to get things that I know that my party, I've seen them consume.
Yeah, so like meat, pretty much from
Yeah,
what you've
meat.
seen.
If there's a
So yeah, I mean,
chicken that could be kept some way, a fish that could be kept some way.
you buy a decent amount of some like dried fish.
Gold's worth, and then I go and give it to Old Crow.
Yep.
Well, this will do nicely. I can come up with something. There's do notice a lack of veggies, but that's all right. I can I think I got some stowed away here, and I can also forage for some if we do go out. But yes, this will do nicely. I could come up with possibly either what would you prefer, a stew? Would you like a curry? Would you like what kind of preparation method would you like?
Well, on the plains of my homeland, we would hunt and then cook meat over the fire without much preparation.
I could do that, but I do have some nice spices I can add to it as well.
What if I leave that up to someone who has so much more knowledge in this area, such as yourself?
Very well. I'll try to come up with something that will please your palate.
And then Tyrion wanders off to go get some veggies because he feels like he was lacking in the initial response because he mentioned that they were missing, and he doesn't want to seem lacking in any way.
Krell goes off with him to kind of point out which veggies might go best.
Yeah. So
Right. So just get ones I recognize.
So, you guys would find some vendors that are selling like onions, maybe some corn, maybe some potatoes, things like that. Something that you could very easily make a stew with if you wanted to. I would say you'd probably spend around maybe like a gold for all of it.
Okay.
You could probably get a decent amount for 1 gold. Um, yeah, so you guys are in the market. Letus has his waterproof bag. You guys have a decent amount of food. What do you want to do now?
Well, Krell, we're actually about to head out on one of the adventures that I've spoken of. Would you be willing, perhaps, to accompany us? And in exchange, we'll try to help you find a way to make your good berries last longer.
That's the good berry thing's a long term thing. That's kind of you to promise to help with that. It would be quite an undertaking, I believe. Um, what is this adventure you're saying you're going out on?
Um, there's a house down the way. It seems there's some people uh, squatting, playing pranks, pretending to be ghosts. I suppose they could be actual ghosts, but
Yeah,
um,
could be ghosts or spirits or some trickster fae. You never know.
yeah, and so we've been tasked with uh, removing the people or these spirits or trickster fae, perhaps, or whatever they may end up being.
It could be any manner of things. You're right. You're right. And that's you said that's here in town. This is a house in town that's being afflicted.
Tyrion tries to remember, and he can't quite, so he looks over to Robin. Robin, you remember where it was on the map, right? You said it was close enough to walk and not need a cart.
I wouldn't call it the town proper, but the
The
greater area.
suburbs.
That's a new one on me, but sure, let's go with that.
You
Close
guys,
enough. They were concerned, not far enough to go not close enough to go themselves. It would seem, and so the job becomes to us, but it seems to pay well.
If
you
you
guys would know that it is, I think, about 8 miles out of sight of town. To the
Tyrion probably doesn't remember,
well, I
but
believe
but
they,
but
I believe they either gave you or showed you a map. You were
yeah,
shown a map.
remember seeing
Pretty
a
sure it
map.
was a map.
Yeah.
Yeah, but perhaps too, if you accompany us, you could also have um, a share of the rewards for the help you've given us.
Well, I'm finding this story quite curious. I'd like to learn more and see with my own eyes these spooks that's got everybody up in arms. Uh, Rewards, that's nice. That's a nice little cherry on top of things. Sure, I'd be happy to accompany you fine folks along on this little adventure of yours.
Welcome to the Pride. And Tyrion then is like, all right, I believe we're all set and ready to head out. Unless anyone has anything else to do, we should get on the road so that we have as much daylight as we need to walk 8 miles. It seems. And he,
Anybody else have anything to do?
yeah,
Advancing.
all right. Tyrion starts. This time, Tyrion starts walking forward down on the road and kind of gestures towards Latest.
So you guys would be leaving.
Leaders will follow.
Let me zoom way the fuck out of here. So you guys would be leaving from this side, like way over to the west, or east. My bad. Yeah. So let us. I'm gonna take you to. Now this map is turned, just to give you a heads up, but
Turned.
it's So kind of like an overhead, so that you can see what's kind of you guys were shown this map previously.
Mm-hmm.
This is the map that they showed you when you were in the like the council chambers, and they were explaining like, hey, there's this house in between here and the dwarven mine that people are getting freaked out about. So yeah, you guys would be heading down. So when you left, you guys got up. It was pretty early in the morning. Kind of got up with like sunrise, so it's still pretty like maybe like 9 o'clock in the morning as you guys are making your way outside of town, passing the. You're following the sea road, which is an old road that goes outside of town. To your right, you just see the ocean. May see some ships off in the distance. To your left is generally rolling fields, some sandy areas, and like reeds and things like that. That the road kind of winds through. And you see a forest way off in the distance in some places where the elevation of the area is not super high. As you are walking down the road, where did I put? Aha. Um, you are. Wow, that's very loud. Hang on.
I like it.
Turn that down a little bit. As you're walking by, as you're walking down this road, you come to a pretty sandy area. The road gets very close to the water, and you do see uh, the bushes and grasses and things like that are gotten sparser. Um, there's some debris kind of floating in the water. Uh, yeah, you would all.
Marching forward,
Yeah.
continuing to head the direction he thinks is the correct direction.
Hawk's gonna start walking through the water if it's close enough to the trail.
So okay. Let me. Oh, you've pulled some things over. So, yeah. Okay.
How do you bring those down again?
I dragged my name.
Yeah, you go to the characters, and then you just grab your name and drag it over.
I keep doing that. It doesn't work.
Are you
Says-
grabbing the picture or the name? Because you have to grab the name.
the name? When I grab the name,
Yep.
it drags it over. You can even see it on the stream. I like see a little icon.
Have access to this. So the road's up here. If you guys are up on the road, it's like kind of right here. Like,
How far away is the water, though? Is
Not
it like a beach-like thing, or is it like kind of like a cliffy-like thing?
yeah. So essentially, the road is there's not really a whole lot of elevation here. The road is very like weathered here, and it's just like maybe. Let's see. I forgot all of the things. So like if like Krell's in the center of the road, the water's like 30 feet away from you.
So
I still want to go towards the water.
tell me how this is again, because I'm like I grabbed the name. I think you can see it on stream.
I just did it for you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're over there on the side.
So
Oh, all right.
you guys
Thanks,
starting
man.
up from this side of things. So yeah, I guess just move wherever you guys want to go.
Oh, Robin. There seems to be some. Are those goods or debris? Do you think?
Maybe they're books. And Letus will start rummaging through whatever happens to be here.
Okay. As you put your hand on one of these and start to lift it, a spear flings out from underneath of it. And let's see if it hits you. Hang on, I gotta pull. What did I? Oh wait, no, it's in my notes. Haha. I knew I put those in there. Let's see here. +4. Oh. And let's change this too. Get that out of there. And I did use Final Fantasy 14 pick.
Hell yeah! I was like, what?
So he rolls. It rolls a 21. To hit. Does that hit you, Letus?
That does hit.
Okay. So and that is 1d6 plus 2. 7 damage as a spear kind of somehow manages to kind of get into a weird crevice in between all of your like gears and stuff. You can see that the creature that has popped out from under this box is a little confused as to whatever it hit was way harder than it was expecting, but seemed to still connect, and it's unsure if it's done any damage to you though, because it's never seen anything like you before. As it's done this, you hear as like the other boxes pop up, and 4 more of them or 3 more of them jump out, and let us put them. Wait, I gotta move the box. Oh,
Okay.
I gotta switch layers. Aha. There we go. Layer, token layer. Isn't technology fun and immersive?
Yes.
I'm gonna run. I'll be right back. Just gonna pour myself a drink. Super quick.
You're good. So they would have thrown the boxes off, and Letus kind of had one here. But yeah, so there are 4 what look like weird frogmen. One has just stabbed Letus right in the stomach with a spear, and everyone roll initiative except, and then we'll do Jared's when he gets back.
Letus yells, "There are not books. They are not books."
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
Oh, is it gonna do the thing where it doesn't loop?
Sounds like it.
Why does it do that? There we go. I have to push the button at the bottom. I can't do it. Okay, that's weird.
So for riposte, it says when a creature misses you with a melee attack, does that count as like a weapon attack?
They
If
have.
it just says melee attack, then that includes melee weapon attacks and melee spell attacks, like shock and
Perfect.
grasp.
I think though they have to miss, and then
Yeah,
you.
they have to miss.
Yeah, and then you.
I
can
could have used the parry to probably take no damage, but I'd rather.
Well,
use
it
my-
was a surprise attack. So you weren't actually in initiative. You didn't get an action there.
Oh no.
Okay.
So wait, this is persuasion, initiative. Okay, so it looks like I've been 15 was Pock 5.
Yeah.
All right, Letus is also 15.
Oh no. And
Whose dexterity is higher?
Yeah.
I have a 14 dexterity.
I have a 15.
So
Yeah,
Robin's
same.
first.
I was asking about Krell too. We all got 15s.
Oh, you all rolled 15?
Yeah.
No, but why do you have double rolls?
Because the first time I
Oh.
didn't have my token selected, and so I didn't put it in the tracker if there is one active.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that there was a thing.
We can talk about that later.
So okay, so I think a Robin has the highest dex, right? So
Yes.
Robin, and then
Oh, Krell, what's your dex?
10.
All right, then me, then Krell.
yep, and then Krell, and then I think Sarah, Hawk, and Tyrion both rolled a 5.
Yep.
Um,
Woo!
so who has the higher dex of the two of you?
My total score is 13.
Your dex scores 13. What is
Yeah.
yours, Sarah?
I think ours-
14.
Okay. So your paladin's going last.
Perfect.
Hawk.
I was actually going to say that when you guys went over to inspect the boxes out there, Tyrion went to go. He was off looking the other direction, so to go see if anyone was like looking at the stuff.
And I am going to roll
So it
initiative
fits.
for these boys. And I'm just gonna roll as a group. Do.
Get a one, 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 get a one.
Yeah, you would hope so. I got a 7.
Damn it.
So they are before you guys. All right. So yeah, seeing your friend, metalman friend, get stabbed, and all of a sudden, all of these jump out of the water with spears in hand. Robin, you are first up.
Okay. What are these things? What do they look like?
They look like weird frog people. I mean, you can roll.
Sorry, I have to zoom in. Okay, that looks like a weird frog person. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Is there a knowledge roll I could make to see if I know what kind of things these are?
You could roll probably, I would say, like nature to see if you would know what kind of creature it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a really good table for. I'll share it with you, Marquise. When someone's like, "Do I know what the monster is?" based on its type.
Decent.
All right. So you haven't seen one of these before, but you're pretty sure that you've read about small frogmen like this, and you're pretty sure it's probably a bullywog, which are like weird, like they're kind of like the goblins of the water.
Are they local? Do I
It,
know?
it would seem as though they'd probably be there. I mean, they're kind of hanging out in the ocean, and there might be other civilizations of them. You're kind of in a watery area, so it would make sense.
Oh man, does Tyrion think that old Kel can handle himself or not?
It's like a
Oh, don't you worry about old Kel. Kel can handle himself.
But does Tyrion think about it?
I'd probably look at all of them and be like, what the? It's like, who's trying to ship frogs? And I'd like to cast Vicious Mockery on this one.
All right. That is a DC of what?
I impose a Wiz save of 13.
Okay. So I don't think these dudes are very wise, wizard. Oh, actually, they aren't terrible. Of how much? 13?
Yes, do they make it 13?
Let's see. No. So how much damage does that one take?
Let's see, if I set this up right, I can do this. A 1 psychic.
All right.
And let me change this that it does the whole package. Ignore that. Okay, I guess it's the same. And there's the other effects.
Um.
Oh, you put the spell stuff in the chat. That's
Okay,
fine.
so it has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yes. And I'll pass.
All right. So next up would be Elitist. You just got stabbed by one that Orobin has. You see wince in pain a bit, and is just like looking around, like does not understand what's going on, but seems like it just got hurt by something.
All right, so Letus is gonna grab his great sword off his back and take a swing.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh.
That you as you take your swing down towards this little frog guy, the damage that the psychic damage that it seems like he's taken, or whatever damage it was, he's kind of like stumbled a bit, and the waves have pushed him over, and he just kind of barely misses him. And he kind of seems like he got lucky. And then Krell is up.
Okay, well, Krell, due to the music, he's looking on the ground for glowing spots and avoiding them, not to stand in them. How hurt is Leadist?
Not bad. I've got 21 hit points left.
Oh, okay, so you're doing good.
Mhm.
And this bullywug, how's he looking?
If you looked at him, he seems like he was kind of rattled by something, but he's fine.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna move up next to Leadist. And he's gonna say to him, "You okay there, buddy? You just let me know if you need anything to shore you up, and I'll be there to help you out. In the meantime, shillelagh, and yeah, bonus action, cast shillelagh on his staff. So
right.
now it's extra knobby,
Hell yeah.
and
Ew.
then I'll just take a big old whap at this nasty frog bully with my shillelagh. Give him a big old whapping.
All right, go ahead.
I don't have it all put into roll 20 yet. I don't believe.
Okay. Well, if you know what the dice are,
Let's see.
if you click on the little dice on the left hand side of your screen, it'll just pull it up, and you can manually put it in, and then roll it.
Okay, that didn't do it
That
for
is
me.
that spell, and
Yeah, I clicked on it. Like, okay, that didn't do it. It'd be 1d8 plus 3 damage and it's plus 5 to hit. Okay.
Yeah.
oh yeah, because it's not the spell itself that does the damage. That makes sense. It wouldn't
So-
automatically include that for.
Yeah. So 10 plus 5, 15.
To hit.
Yeah, to hit.
Okay. Yeah. 15 does hit. It. You see that you hit. You don't hit as hard as you think you would, but it does hit, and it does do some damage.
So 1d8 plus 3.
In magical bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 in total, not a whole lot.
5 damage.
Yeah, 1d8
that.
plus 3.
All right.
Yeah.
So. Oh man, this is gonna make me get good at math.
I
I'm not good at math.
Is it resistant to bludgeoning, or is it resistant to bludgeoning from non-magical?
No. It does the full damage. It's just that for something so small, you thought that you were really whacking it, and it seems to be able to take the hit.
It took my whapping.
It got whacked.
All right. So after that, the bullywugs are going to go, and let's see what they're going to do here, because they've got a couple of different things here. So the one that is in front of Letus and Krull is angry at the damage that he's taken. He's going to try to strike the metal man once again with his spear. And that is going to be +4. But it seems like he was rattled by that last whacking, so he does it goes wide, kind of glances off your metal body. He's never seen anything like this before. He's not really sure on what's going on there. The other ones.
Oh, hold on. If he misses with a melee attack, I can use my reaction to expend 1 superiority die and make a melee attack back.
All right, go ahead.
Fighters.
All right, you declare that you're using that resource.
I am using that resource.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
I have used 1. Now I have to remember what my +5. Damn it, an 8.
That does not hit. So you both kind of just glance. His blow kind of glanced off your armor, and it kind of like threw you off a little bit as you were swinging down, and you just barely missed him. But you guys are kind of swinging a miss. As this happens, this one is going to move over and sees this lizard person. And it's just like and just tries to jab a spear at you. Rolls a 14. Does that hit you?
Misses.
Misses. All right. So, yeah, you sidestep out of the way, and it's a little surprised. It wasn't expecting like people to be able to dodge things.
Hawk like steps back and kind of like growls, hisses at him. His crest is like really tall now.
Another one runs up behind Letus and tries to bite. I don't know how well that's going to go because you're made out of metal.
And frogs don't have teeth.
Yeah, it does bite you.
Seems to have gone really well.
Yeah, it does bite you. That's
It just has
roll
strong.
damage.
It just has strong jaws.
They have like
Doesn't necessarily. It's a bludgeoning damage, not a slashing.
Just a big nasty gumming. Ugh.
you see as it opens its mouth to bite you, it has very beautiful human-like teeth.
Oh, that's disturbing.
If only this were Jerk.
They're very they're like really like disturbingly like well kept and straight. It does do 3 damage to you. Although you can kind of tell from the sounds of it, it's like as it like backs up a little bit because it's was not expecting your body to be very hard.
So Letus will tell the little creature, I hope you did not ruin your beautiful teeth.
The last one you hear start just to you what sounds just like but anybody within 30 feet, so I guess really Letus and Tyrion, both of you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Oh no, I closed my character sheet. I can do this.
Oh no.
Oh
I
no.
hate that.
I'm back. With
It's a terrible
save.
frog. Okay. Okay, and then did Letus? Did you roll?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay. Tyrion, you hear this song and it kind of freaks you out a little bit, but you're able to shake it. Your resolve. You're just like, no. Unfortunately, Letus, it does kind of mess with your circuitry a bit. And let's see here. Oh,
Some dormant line of code is written in
oof.
Bullywog.
You take 14 damage. Are you still up?
Damn.
Yeah, I'm still up.
Okay. um,
I have
On a scale of
four
on
points.
like on a scale of percentages, are you less than a quarter?
yeah.
Oh yes.
So yeah. So
Oh boy.
it seems as though your metal friend there is taking quite a bit of a beating from these guys. But that is the end of their turn. It is now Pock's turn.
All right. So this one that's right in front of me,
Yeah.
I would like to. Can I? I really. Okay. So I'm going to attack him by
Okay.
using my bites,
All right. Go ahead and
Yeah,
roll for that.
which would be.
You saw him bite, so you're gonna bite back.
it's the bite row in your attacks. In that's the roll.
Okay. You snap your bite at him, but unfortunately he is rather quick in the water and is able to move out of the way. And just kind of with his weird human teeth, he bears at you and clutches his spear.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my bonus action, my action surge, to then attack with my longsword.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm-mm-mm. It's a 20 hit.
A 20,
Or, sorry, 12.
a 12.
Those are different numbers.
Yeah. A 12 does not hit.
Oh, shit.
Fortunately, he's able to move out of the way. And then it is Tyrion, your turn.
All right. Tyrion shuts up. The old turtle man can handle himself. A Robin, get close to me, so I can protect you. And he moves in to be next to Elitist and Old Krell. And he'll attack this bullywog with his Warhammer.
All right. Go ahead and roll
Do-do-do.
for attack.
Does this work? So it's a 24 hit.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay. And then
Click the word Warhammer.
that's what I did. Or you mean in the chat?
Yes.
Oh, dang it.
Does 9
nice.
bludgeoning damage.
All right. I didn't mean to actually roll that thing. Apparently, I can also click on it and also roll for your attack.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But so he does 9 bludgeoning damage, and then he lets out a daunting, massive roar, and any creatures within 10 feet of him that he chooses must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, DC 12, or become frightened of Tyrion.
How many feet? I'm sorry.
Within 10, so it would be just this one and this one.
Okay. So they will go ahead and roll.
If only I could have stood where Old Crow was. Well, that one succeeds.
Yeah, they do succeed. That one does. The other one definitely does not. So, um,
So
this
which one failed?
this one in front. Um,
That one.
no, you know what? We'll say this one. This one didn't, because I'm rolling in order. So this one would be number 3. He would be the second one that I rolled. Fails.
So he's frightened. Effect
Okay.
of me specifically.
And that means he can't attack. He's just trying to get away from you. Correct?
No, that is the terrified condition that shows up in other things. I'll just put this here.
Frightened
Yeah,
5e.
they get a disadvantage.
On ability checks and attack rolls while I am visible
Oh,
to
okay,
him.
yeah.
He can't move closer. But
Can't move closer to you. Right. So he can't
This-
move any closer, any more forward. Yep.
This is effectively giving it disadvantage on its next attack.
Yeah. All right. So
and Latest looks pretty damaged to me, I'm assuming, as I move up next to him.
Letus is kind of like glitching out a bit.
Don't you worry, I'll handle it as best I can. I've never done this to an automaton, but I'll try my best.
Thank you, old crow.
Yes.
I'm turning on a crow. I thought it was obvious.
So yeah.
Is
So
your name Crow? Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said crow.
It does sound like
I
you're
un-
saying crow.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. That's
I thought you
true.
were just
thank
calling
you,
him a-
old crow.
My mistake.
But I would, yeah, it's probably like dropping the D that makes me sound like crow. So, old crow. I'm still like trying to say it the way that you said it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I do apologize for reacting in such a manner. You were saying it correctly.
Um. So the Robin it is you who are next. I don't know why I said it in such a weird way.
I'll move over here as asked.
You just have to be within 5 feet of me, so that's the,
And
that was the
I
idea.
will target this one that hasn't come any closer yet.
No, that's the one that sang.
Then this is the then I that does not change my decision. I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter and invoke a Wisdom save on this frog.
Okay. What is the DC on that?
The same.
13.
13, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
And
stunned. I remembered. Woo!
same. I mean, I remembered. I was like, he does fail.
All right.
So you see this frog that was singing. And he's just like, "Ah," and then all of a sudden he's just like, ah, and just falls over and just starts rolling around in the water. And it's like he's laughing, and then because he keeps like rolling into the water.
All right. So please give it the incapacitated marker, which is the no symbol on the second row.
I do not know how to do that.
When you
Uh,
oh, tell him us. Sorry.
if you click the token,
Uh huh.
then click the circle button at the bottom,
Oh, the circle guy.
and then row 2, number 5.
Row 2, number 5. It might be different on my screen because I'm on a 27-inch screen. What does it look like?
It looks like a no symbol.
Oh yeah,
Like for Ghostbusters.
I see what you're saying. I wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at. Is it on him now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
cool. I need to zoom in. There we go. So he is incapacitated and no longer singing. And is that the end of your turn, or do you have anything else to do?
Let's see. And I concentrate on this, and I stay here, and I would pass. Yes.
Okay. So it will be Letus's turn. Letus, you are pretty heavily damaged, but you're still there with your big sword.
Big sword. God damn it.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'm going.
we're gonna die in our first fight.
I'm using second wind.
Okay.
Um,
So you roll for, I think you roll,
1d10 plus my fighter level.
which is
So
3.
it's 1d10 plus 3.
All right. You commit to using that resource.
Yes, I do.
have this question that Oz does not approve.
Alright.
So that's
Hmm?
5 hit points.
So you do see that he's Letus looks a little like he's staggering as he's swinging his sword, but then he stands up straight, and some of the gears kind of like pop back into place, and he kind of clicks back in as he seems to somehow have regained a bit of his composure.
It's still hurting quite badly.
Yes, but he seems to
Well,
be doing a
don't you
little
worry, my new friend. I got you.
better. And it is Krell's turn.
Well, like I said, I got you. So I'm going to use a bonus action for Balm of the Summer Court.
All right, what does that do?
So I can roll, what is it for me? 3d6 to heal a target of my choice. I can see within 120 feet. Okay, let's see. 3d6.
It's got some nice distance.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, I just realized it's 120 feet. That's nuts. So 10.
So, and you're healing Letus?
Oh yeah. Well, I've
For
never done this for an automaton. Let's see how this works.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Okay. How?
it was 10 hit points that you're giving him?
Yeah, it's 10 hit points.
Okay, so yeah, so Letus is, as he's kind of like snapping himself back together and kind of regaining some composure, some of the water around him shimmers with a weird light as it kind of laces itself up into his gears and seems to help put him back together quite a bit. And he seems to be a lot better off than he thought he would be off of just doing what he thought was like a self repair.
I've
All
never
right.
seen this one before. This
Well,
is quite good.
let's see. You want me to top you off there, buddy? Or you want me to give him another whapping?
Up to you.
Oh, heck, let's just do what I'm gifted at. I'm going to top you off. And I'm going to do Cure Wounds.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, just
So I'm
flipping through
assuming
character sheets.
the bonus action was that like a
It's an ability.
ability, yeah. So
It-
yeah.
We're not going to have a ton of balms of the summer court this fight. Just that one.
I can only use it. I have 3 slots. I can only use 1
Yeah.
slot per round, though.
You have 3 dice per
Yeah.
day.
Yep.
You rolled 3 dice.
You rolled all 3 to this one time. Got it.
Oh, is that how it works? You can only roll 1d6 at a time, or all 3 at the same time.
Is that? Did I
It's
did I do it wrong?
I see the word dice pool.
Not wrong. It just
You're
yeah.
right. You're right. I did do it wrong.
So that
I
takes
wouldn't
all
say
your check
wrong.
marks.
I would say
Is that
Except, like, I remember reading, like, I'm sorry, I'm new at this subclass.
You're good.
I've never
yeah,
seen
don't
this
apologize.
subclass before. It looks really cool.
I can roll how many? I think it's equal to half my level or less.
So
Less.
normally
that's only one.
this is 3 extra healing words per day.
Yeah.
But so the
Yeah, I just
simplest
saw the
ruling is this is all the dice for the day, and we all appreciate it.
other than I think I can only roll 1 a turn.
Oh,
what I'm
that's what you
reading.
mean by wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally counted all 3 because I was looking at it on D&D Beyond and it said 3d6. I'm like, oh, okay, that's
Well,
amazing.
will-
Like, yeah, we
will-
have to rewind this then.
It's fine. I'll let it stand. You
Just-
Okay. I'll have all 3 slots taken then.
somehow it's the summer solstice and it was super powered.
There we go.
It's a time
All
of need.
right.
Yeah.
It sure is, and I sure do appreciate the blessings of the Summer Corps for their assistance in this matter. Well, now I'm going to do a cure wounds. We'll just do a first level here.
Nice. All right. So you get 11 more hit points as you. I think that's a touch spell, right?
Yeah, I'm standing right next to him.
All right. So you touch him, and moss and vines grow out of your hands and seem to kind of go down into his circuitry and pull things back together. And I'm assuming
Wow.
he
Tops
seems
me
like
off.
he's all right.
I'm so surprised that nature is so good at IT.
Huh. In fact, reading the blessing a little further, you also get 3 temporary hit points.
Oh, holy crap! You're right.
Krell does, or
The target of the
Yeah.
class feature before.
Even
Okay.
better.
so you've got an extra 3 hit points. Um, yeah.
Sorry
So
for using it wrong, but it's my first time.
Yeah, don't
You're fine.
no need to apologize. I mean, the internet will forever remember because it's online now, so that's a thing.
Yep. The shame is forever.
Yeah, so
uh,
that thing with the vines and stuff actually works really well because I have a lot of organic material making me up.
That's right, because
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of
he's
wood.
wood and
Yeah.
stone
Yeah.
and metal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So after that, the bullywogs, the one standing in front of you, is very confused, seeing this metal guy that they thought they had, uh, is all of a sudden just fine, and they're just like, rah, and goes to try to bite you.
Who does it go to try to bite?
Well, he's gonna try to bite Krell because he's just like,
Okay.
why is he fixing him?
Yeah, give it your best shot, you little bugger.
Does a 14 hit you?
Oh, it sure does not. He probably gets a bit of my shell, and that's it.
So he bites into your shell, and you see one of his teeth cracks, and he's just like, ah!
You know, those teeth are they just do not look right on you. You probably want to crack all of them.
You see him goes, rah, rah, my tooth.
They are not as beautiful as your companions.
Aw. The other one in front of Pock is going to try to take a stab. And does a 23 hit you? I thought it was going to be a 1.
It was, yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, that hits.
The
Okay.
dice tease.
Oh god.
They do tease. You're right.
So 7 damage as he sinks his spear into you, and he's like, ha ha ha. It's a really shitty spear too. The one behind Leadist,
Which one's frightened? Could I request an icon?
oh yes, I'm sorry. So the one behind you, the one behind Leadist is the one that's frightened. And
Yes, a yellow dot, please, because paladin craziness.
sure. All right, yellow dot.
Sure.
All right, so that one is kind of scared of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's scared of you, and it is going to attempt to just kind of like try to back away, like giants, lion man, and
Attack of op.
so you and Letus both get an attack of opportunity.
So
Woot.
excited! I want to finally hit one.
With my warhammer. Was an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
No, I hit. Yeah, that was me accidentally hitting greatsword.
Wait, what happened?
A glitch. Worry not. And so Tyrion rolls maximum damage.
Okay, so your
Brings
roll,
the hammer down.
Letus, was a 13.
Yeah.
That one will hit this guy. as well. He's got a little bit of a lower AC. So he's also already kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah, he
So-
just took
Do
24
we just
damage.
do we just together in
And
one
so
motion? We learn to work together.
Yeah, as this one is scared and backing away, you see as it like looks behind it, and as it looks back, a warhammer just strikes it across the face, and it's kind of stumbling around. And as it is, your sword comes down and just cleaves it right in two, and it is dead.
Crunch. Sking. Woo! We
Falls
beat a
to the
guy. Our first defeat or our first win or whatever. Kill.
hell yeah.
Well, come grab your raisins.
So that one is dead.
Did you say come grab your raisins?
Yes, I certainly did.
Um, the last one is continuously stuck in a fit of laughter. It is going to try to make a wisdom save to try to get out of it. And it has to beat a 13. It does. So,
okay, it does fall prone this turn, but it does stop laughing at the end of its turn.
all right. So it cannot do anything currently, although it is prone.
Yes, broken back prone. I love it.
Yes. Cool. So they are done. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, if that's cool.
Yeah,
Sure.
it sounds like a good time for a
Uh,
short break.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do the same.
Let's
Yeah,
take
here,
a
I'll-
break real quick.
We'll
So
do a
we usually
break.
take one at 9, and we've
And it's
just been in
9:20.
contact,
Yeah.
so
I'll throw
Yeah.
the coming soon screen up or be right back screen.
cool.
Can't believe I've missed like all of my attacks except for one.
Hey, when you hit, you
Hey.
fucking cut the dude in half.
I guess.
I hope
You
your
guess.
folks are
You guess. So
enjoying
what would
that.
make you happy?
Okay,
I mean, I killed a guy, but you know, I want more.
how many fights have you been in where Taliesin has literally missed every single attack for like the whole combat?
Like 90%.
I constantly miss. Or
I'll-
I cast my highest level spell and it's like counterspelled or something.
All right, I'll be
let's
right
go
back.
take a break and we'll be right back.
Wait, you don't like that frog with teeth?
Oh man, I thought I'd
Yeah.
make them extra creepy.
No, that's horrifying.
It's not even that they have teeth; it's the fact that they have human teeth.
Oh no, I'm talking about the one in
In the
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, I know.
It's terrifying.
Now, both or just one of them?
No, they all have
Just
human teeth.
Kermit
Oh,
just seems like,
Kermit.
cartoony. Not as afraid of
Yeah.
that. The other one, yeah, definitely. That would be
like,
really strange to see in person.
Yeah, there's some weird ones. I saw one with braces on.
So, honestly, kind of what I was thinking of is like this Battletoads artwork.
I was back yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
like
no, not one bit.
Is
Not
that the
one
Killer
bit do I
Instinct
like
one?
that.
I don't remember, but I just remember
Yeah.
that the Battletoads all had human teeth, and
Yeah.
it was always like really creepy.
That
Um,
top one is horrifying.
Yeah, that's
Not Rash.
Temple, I
Rash is the
think.
small one. Yeah.
Temple. Yeah, Rash is the one with the sunglasses, and then
Yeah.
Temple's the big one, and Zitz is like the leader guy who's like real fast and shit. They actually just released a new one. It's
Battletoads
all like
game.
cartoony, and it looks actually super fun.
We
Looks like it looks like it can't figure out what it wants to be. Like it's more jumbled than the other ones ever were.
It looks like
Yeah.
Castle Crashers.
If it plays like Castle Crashers, I'd be down to play that.
Yeah, same.
I didn't like the art style. We talked about it on the Saturday morning or Sunday morning podcast. Sorry, Super Morning Games cast that we do on Sundays. Tristan's thing. All right, I'm gonna bring this stream. We've already been on the audio, but
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
gonna-
let's go. We are on. So the Bullywogs just went, so it is Pock's turn. Pock, this guy has just stabbed you with a very shitty spear. This little dude in front of you, and he's kind of smiling with his human teeth, and laughing a little bit.
Can I ask how deep the water is right where we're at?
It's these guys are. Let's see, how tall are these dudes? They're not super tall, but it would probably to you. It would probably be about maybe knee deep. So these guys are probably like waist deep. But they seem pretty adept at moving in the water.
Okay. And if I keep within 5 feet, it's not attack opportunity, right?
Yeah, if you wanted to move out further.
Yeah, I just want to move out to the other side of him
Mm-hmm.
because I may be thinking about going into the water. And attack with my longsword again.
All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Pock wants to be in the water.
17 hit.
It does.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
8.
what?
All right.
Did you guys know we can roll in D&D Beyond now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yep.
just private. So that's for if you have your tablet in front of you and we're all at the same table.
Right, so you
Yeah.
can turn
I
around
didn't
and be
know we
like,
could
DM,
even
look, I
do that.
swear.
Yeah, if there's a great amount of trust online, you could do it there. But
Yeah. I mean, I trust you guys enough for sure.
I
It's-
like the
it-
dice way better.
I
Oh,
got some sort
yeah,
of
they're
like
cool.
Yes, but
special dice or something from
the
it.
special dice are now their new incentive for the premium membership because the other bonuses weren't working because we just all share books.
That's true. All right, so you slash this full description. So this guy stabbed you and he's got a spear in you and he's laughing and you just kind of like nonchalantly step back and around, and as you're stepping around him, just slash him across the shoulder and leave a huge gash, and he's like, ah! Seems to hurt him quite a bit, split him right open. He's still got a spear, He's got maybe one arm down, and he's just kind of trying to use it with one hand. But he seemed like you hurt him quite a bit. Are you doing anything else?
Um, yes. So I also have a second option called Hungry Jaws, where I can make another like bite attack.
Yeah,
Okay. Is this like you can
it's a
just
li-
do this as like a bonus action or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a bonus action.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
I'm sorry, I haven't used this before. I'm trying to make sure I use it right.
You're good.
So,
All new characters.
Right.
Gotta
I've never played a martial class, so paladin is just like so weird to me. I'm like, are these really all my spells? Like, this is it?
Yeah.
those are for smites.
Did you have to roll to hit first?
I think so. It says,
Yes.
yeah, so I have to make sure I hit before I get these other things.
Yeah, so you still have to do the d20 plus your attack.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
What is it called?
Do you want me to look?
Hungry Jaws or something?
Yeah, Hungry Jaws.
Hungry Jays.
It allows you to use once per short rest as a bonus action to make the bite attack. So your bite attack then is a d20 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you got to
So
do.
yeah,
You did a
so roll a
d10
d20.
plus 4.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
I thought I changed that. Sorry.
You're fine.
It'd be
Okay.
a 12.
So you go to bite him. He does like kind of stumble backwards from the hit though, and you just miss the bite. And then it is Tyrion's turn.
I'm up. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I should have paid more attention. I'm the worst.
You're in combat. The one that you just hit has died.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to start doing the like your who's on deck next thing.
I just want to.
Oh yeah. Other.
My goal is to stay near Robin though, and
I will be fine.
you'll be
Just
fine.
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Robin is on deck, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, basically, Tyrion turns to Robin like, "I can go attack. But I can stay and protect you. And if you're saying that you're going to be fine, he'll move over, seeing that Hawk has more villains around him, and then." Cast Bane. Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number from the attack roll or saving throw. So,
Ooh.
since there are only 3 up in sight, I would pick all of them. The save is a charisma of 12.
So they all have to roll a charisma save.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. They are not good at that. All right. So we will do just 3 of these. They all fail.
Woo! So they all have to subtract a d4 from their attack roll or saving throw now.
All right.
Okay. You start concentrating on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a concentration spell, right? Though.
Yep. I'm gonna put a concentration icon on myself.
Okay. Yeah, that would be helpful.
I used the clock.
Let's see here.
Clock's a good one.
They have a negative D4 on attack and
attack rolls and saving throws.
saving throws. And cool. That's super useful to you guys. And so yeah, is that all you're doing?
I actually think that might be most of what I could do. Actually, I could do one more thing, and well, that's concentration. So
Yep. As a paladin, you'll cast about one spell per combat.
yeah, but I could also do this channel divinity vow of enmity. As a bonus action, you can utter a vow of enmity against a creature you can see within 10 feet of you. So there's two next to me. One that's attacking my friend Puck. I gain advantage on attack rolls. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. I just gained advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute until
That
it drops to
is
0 or falls conscious. Wow, that's great.
Damn. So like pretty much the whole combat.
Right?
that is the best part of the subclass at level 3.
Yeah, that's
All
awesome.
right, yeah. So I pose disadvantage on all of them, or no, minus d4. Sorry, not disadvantage. Minus d4 on all of them, and I have attack rolls on that one between me and Puck.
This one. Okay.
Yep.
I will put a. Let's see here. This guy. That means that you have advantage. Or you know what? What color? What's your color? I will not do that.
Red.
I'm just gonna put a red on it. Red dot.
Okay.
That way I know that it's you are the one that's affecting it.
So basically, Tyrion runs in and is like, "I've got you. I'll protect you all," and does all this spell casting with his prayers to Tyr.
Yes. All right. So then it is Robin's turn. All of these dudes seem to be like there's like a weird shroud about them all now, and they're all kind of freaked out. They seem more cautious now.
I will go for stab.
All right, on this guy.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
And it's a miss, and I pass.
All right. So yeah, Robin tries to stab, does miss, and that goes to Elitist. You've just murdered one of these dudes, who
I
is
will.
trying to dismantle you. The one in front of you, or I guess the one behind you now, because you would have turned around, but is just yelling like, "We want shiny!" And
I
like,
will murder again. Damn it!
oh no.
Or not. Oh no.
Okay.
Do you not have a second attack as a fighter?
That's it.
Uh,
Level 5.
I'm using two-handed weapons.
Uh,
Um,
do you
I
not
will
have?
use my action surge to
I was
attack
gonna say.
again.
Okay.
You have that again?
Okay, there we go.
He used second wind before.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So you swing once and he jumps out of the way. It's like ha ha ha, and then you swing again and just like right across the face. Go ahead and do that. So 7 slashing damage.
Actually,
Um,
on hold on. I have a thing for this.
Do you get to re-roll those?
I do. If I roll a 1 or 2, I get to re-roll my damage.
All right. Do you declare that
Alright.
you're re-rolling all of your damage?
I am re-rolling all of my damage.
And just
Okay.
go ahead and re-roll with the button.
Much
That
better.
is a much
All
better
right.
roll.
All right. Let us see here.
I do declare.
That's 13 damage. All right. This guy, you knock him to where he falls in the water and like almost goes prone. He's just like but he's like mostly in the water, kind of bobbing up and down, like oh. And he's got like a big cut across the top of his head. He seems pretty hurt.
Let me see. Do I have any? What can I do for my?
That's about it.
I think that from what I remember from Fighter, what is it called? Action Surge is your bonus action, right?
It's
Yeah.
free.
It's a free action.
It
Yes.
adds another action.
Okay, so it doesn't count as a bonus action.
No,
Do you have a bonus action?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Oh, I can also look. Actions.
It doesn't look like it.
Not really.
Not you have.
Oh wait, you know what? How's everybody doing? Is anybody hurt at all?
I'm fine.
I mean, I'm hurt, but I'm not like super hurt.
All right, fine. I just want an excuse to say rally to me, but
I
we'll
I was gonna say
we'll
you
save
have
that.
rally, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, but that's not. It's plus minus 1.
I,
You're gonna have to
Chris,
level that up.
Chris, see me after class.
What?
Yeah, your
Okay,
rally
I'm done then.
is you get temp HP plus
Equal to the
-1.
superior type roll plus. So he gets to roll a d8, but then it's -1.
Yeah.
Because it's
Oh, superior die roll. Okay, that's
which
hilarious.
that
Sorry.
can still be pretty useful. 'Cause
Yeah,
that
no,
could be
that
potentially
can be helpful. Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Rally to
next
me.
is
Ding,
next
ding,
is
ding.
Krell. It's your turn.
All right, and everybody looks okay. These bullywugs, they still look intent on attacking us and not backing down.
They seem to be kind of dumb, and more just like they're just interested in shiny things they want to take. They're just trying to get stuff.
Uh, my character's good nature is going to work against him. Maybe it's like, yeah, the actual tactical thing to do here is just hit him again. But he's like, oh, these poor stupid kids.
I
Yeah, they are like not.
You should have seen the stupid kids that we just went up against earlier. Yesterday.
I get it because my character is like true neutral, so a lot of times he's just kind of like, the only reason I care is because they're attacking people that I'm friends with. You know.
I guess the one in front of me, I'll be like, y'all stop that. You're acting like you're causing a ruckus. You're acting like a nitwit. You just want some shinies. You should go to town to get some shiny. Get yourself a job. And then if he doesn't listen to me, I'm just gonna bonk him on the head.
would I if you want to put that into more mechanical terms, you can say that you can ready to hit them if they hit one of your friends again.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can declare that you're readying that attack for if they attack an ally.
you talking to this
Okay.
one?
Yeah, the one right in front of me is like, you're all outnumbered. Yeah, one of your friends is already dead, and you ain't gonna get any shinies from us. I do believe you should mend your ways.
I'm going to roll. What would I roll for that?
I
And if you don't, I'm gonna whap you again.
there's
Well, roll
He-
persuasion.
Yeah, he could be doing persuasion as an interaction.
Yeah. Roll persuasion. That'll be an interaction. So you basically get that it's like a free action.
It's
and
pressing
they're
a
gonna
button.
Okay.
It's little light things, right? And it's
yeah. And he's gonna try to see if he gets what the fuck you're even talking about.
Nope. That's a big nope.
I mean, he
That's
might.
a disadvantage
Let's
roll.
see, what is?
no, we keep the first roll.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. So his insight is a wisdom roll. Would it be insight?
Insight is what contests persuasion these days. Yeah.
Typically,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I mean, he could do real bad. Although they do actually have a little bit of wisdom. No, he's just like,
Let's see.
fuck you! I don't want a job. I want shiny.
The 20 absolute resist.
Absolute. Like, oh, there's no rehabilitating this poor fella. He'd be better off as fodder on the ground. And can I go ahead and whap him, or was that my action?
No, that
to,
was an interaction, so you can
Okay.
go ahead and do it.
Okay, a
And
whapping I will go.
The
Okay.
rolls were just to determine what his
Response to your
Alright.
words were.
yeah, what his response was.
uh,
Which one are we? Which one? What?
it's
Yeah,
the
I
first
understand.
roll.
first
See me after. I'll
Yeah,
fix the. I'll,
I
fi-
can
I'll
I can fix it. I can fix
Yeah.
it.
see me after
Um,
class.
I wouldn't know how to fix it. So
I
I
could
mean
do it
that
on my-
definitely hits. Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage on him.
magical bludgeoning.
Yeah. I always thought about taking Shillelagh. I never did.
Well, the zero magical. I just put in magical as one of the other damage types, but it's
Fair.
just 10 bludgeoning magical.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm
Yeah,
hitting
that
him like Yoda is hitting R2D2 in Empire Strikes Back.
You definitely like kind of knock him silly a bit, and he's just like, ah.
No,
and
you
he,
don't
like,
get any shyness, you nitwit.
he seems like pretty dazed, honestly. Like he looks like he's on death's door.
Maybe that'll teach
and
him his lesson.
maybe. So the bullywugs are up next. And so actually, yes, this one is going to try to run away from you guys, and try to run back into the water.
Does it disengage?
It does not. It's just trying to run away. So you do. So Tyrion and Robin and you all four of you get opportunity attacks on this guy who's like, he's just gotten his shit kicked in, and he's just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right, so who goes first?
So I don't know. Tyrion, Robin, Krell,
My
and
dex modifier is a +1. I think a
Letus
Robin's is higher. Elitist
all
is not
roll,
here at
so-
the moment.
Oh. He wanted to kill on another one so bad. All right, so yeah, your dex modifier is +1. Krell's is 0. Robin's is 2.
+2, so
So
he'd be first.
I guess a Robin would be first. I think Letus is.
Alright.
He's also a +2. So
And he's not here, so a
he's
Robin.
not here. So yeah.
All right. And I'd like to declare non-lethal.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter because I miss. Next.
You did miss.
So it certainly was not.
Elitist, you're back. Get your attack in. Attack of opportunity on a
Yeah.
bullywug is trying to
Yay!
run away
It's trying to run away.
after our turtle friend said, you need to get a job. And he said, I don't want a job, I want shinies.
How'd I
That-
do?
That does not hit that one, unfortunately.
Rat bastard.
He's a little slippery frogman. That one does miss as well.
Oh well.
All
So
right.
last is Tyrion. Can you close the deal?
Can Tyrion close the deal? He's going to try. With the Warhammer. Non-lethal?
Ooh, that does hit. You're trying to do
So-
non-lethal damage?
So yeah, I don't want to kill him because
All right.
I heard Tyrion heard the the call to like you boys don't need to do this, and he's responding to the fact like, well, maybe we don't need to kill all of them for the crime of attacking one of us,
Okay.
and does 8 bludgeoning damage to him.
All right. So you hit him, but as you swing your blade, you turn it at the last second and just kind of whap him over the head with the flat of it.
Oh, it's a hammer. It's a war
Oh
hammer.
So
yeah. Okay,
so it's
never mind.
all
I'm
the
sorry.
flat.
Yeah. So
Thunk.
all the flat hits him. Although you see him kind of sink into the water and then kind of float up, and the waves start taking him away. You can kind of tell that he's still breathing though, but he's knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
Like
he's got a concussion. Maybe
Yeah.
shouldn't be having any alcohol or caffeine for the next 2 days. No screens.
there's definitely like little arcane birds flying around his head.
Tweet, 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 tweet,
I'm trying to find like a good.
What's a not
I mean,
dead icon?
I'm
there's
trying
a there's a face that's been punched far down the line.
face that's been punched. Is it the pummeled? That
Yeah.
one. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Cool. So
Like that.
this one's knocked the fuck out. The one that is fighting Puck. So here's something that I do, that I guess I haven't really told you guys about. You now have this one flanked, so any attack that you do on it has advantage.
I already have advantage
Because
on him anyways with my ability.
You do, but because he's having to defend himself from both sides, it gives you advantage, which is
I
a house rule that I usually roll with because it makes sense. If he's
I'm
having
okay with that.
yeah. So Pock, it is your turn. No, I'm sorry. It's still the Bullywog's turn. You just
Yeah.
knocked one the fuck out. So it is going to. I guess it's going to continue to fight Pock. It's just angry that Pock slashed the shit out of it. And it's going to try and stab you again. Ooh, it does
Ooh.
hit. I'm assuming a 21 hits.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So that is. Why do I roll good?
Oh,
when
it's
I'm
a minus
DM?
4. Minus 4. Minus
Oh
D4.
shit! That's right. That's right. So yes. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Wait. This does
that's
not.
that's my responsibility.
So ignore the +4. So
Just
it
so
is
roll a d4.
So it's a 21 minus 3.
yeah, 21 minus 3.
Was it Bane? I thought you rolled a
It's Bane.
d4 and then you remove
Mhm.
whatever you rolled from it.
So we take the
Oh,
attack
really?
roll.
I'll look that up.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
just
opposite of bless.
so.
I thought they
Sarah,
rolled minus a D4.
Yes.
Oh wait, no. You roll a d4 and then you can remove whatever from their roll.
so Sarah, does an 18 hit?
No.
Then that was the difference.
Okay. So
No.
It-
It's a target must roll a D4 and subtract the number it rolled from the attack or saving throw. So the
Yeah, they were all-
target rolls that. Yeah.
The target of the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Not me.
Well, I am the target because I am
Yes.
playing
So, yeah.
these monsters.
Are you feeling targeted?
Yeah. So it's like super sure that it's hit you, and at the last second, it's like the wind just like knocks the spear away, and it's like real confused, like looking around like what? Huh?
Tyr's spirit denies its attack.
Does not understand. The last one finally actually uses half of its movement to get the fuck up, as it's been prone this whole time, and it is kind of seeing its friends just getting like beaten the fuck up, and is just gonna just peace out.
Dashes half.
It just dashes out into the water.
Go back to school, you yokel.
So that is the Bullywug's turn. So Pock, it is your turn. This one has just tried to stab you. It seems angry, not really paying attention to the fact that one friend's dead, one friend is knocked out, and the other one is fled. It just is like in mid battle with you and isn't paying attention.
Well, I'm gonna attack it again with my longsword.
All right, go ahead. And you have advantage because it's flanked.
I know it's so great. Oh, it's
Oh,
so
no.
bad.
Oh
I'm
no!
sorry. I'm sorry. Can you do anything else? Is there like a bonus action you can do? Or
Oh my god.
I feel like you already used action surge, didn't you?
Yeah, there's nothing really I can do.
Ah,
But can I could still move, right?
you can still move.
Yeah. So
Come over next to
after
me.
like next to you.
Mm-hmm. I shouted out to everyone, "Come near me for protection."
All right, then Pock's gonna move back over here by Tyrion.
Okay. If that's what you want to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not get an opportunity attack because you did not leave the attack radius. So you are good, and then it is Tyrion's turn.
Oh, sweet. I want to attack this creature with my warhammer,
All right, go ahead.
and I am not holding back. It's a 15 hit.
Yeah, you do hit it, just so.
Oh wait, plus it's advantage, so it'd also
You
be.
do get
I'm,
advantage.
I'm
so
rolling
you
it
could.
in case there's the
I
nat 20.
Oh yeah. Well,
Not quite.
not a nat 20, but you do hit the fuck out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then
Damn, max damage.
does 11 hammer damage. Hammer down.
Yeah, right. So yeah, you smack this dude across the head. He is a bit dazed.
Can I throw on a thunderous smite?
You
You
have
are
to.
allowed
I have
to
to-
do that. You're allowed to do it after you know you've hit, but I don't know if you can do it after you've already rolled the damage.
The hard ruling would be when you
that's
hit,
true. Okay.
You're
and
allowed to do it.
also
Yeah,
not the
I
special
hear you.
smites.
I'll try to. I'll try to.
it's all right. It's hard to remember because it's a weird condition where like I think they're one of the only casters that can cast after they know they already hit.
Yeah.
This is their special. This is the paladin thing that paladins do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, obviously no thunderous smite on top of that, but
You did clobber him pretty hard though.
clobbering pretty hard.
Yeah, it's clobbering time. um, is that everything you're doing?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. So
Tier 1, we get one attack usually.
All right, so then it is a Robin's turn.
Okay, and it's over there.
Mhm.
And I would shout out, "You're all alone now," and cast Vicious Mockery again and impose a Wiz save that is baned.
Ooh, damn.
and your pants are ugly.
So his wisdom is +2.
And
Well,
it's
he
a
already failed
saving.
it.
It's a saving throw, so mine is a
I,
D4.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna fail it unless he gets.
On a 1 on the D4, he
He
succeeds.
could succeed on a 1.
All right, so come on,
So
come on.
let's try it.
Bane, have something packed.
Damn.
No,
he
Bane!
That meets. There is no effect.
Damn, I was so
No.
sure he was gonna get rocked by that, but
Ah, it sucks.
he was okay. You just
You know
what
what?
you said to him makes him more angry, and he just wants to fight you guys more.
I
don't even wear pants.
That just made your legs are ugly.
and I'll pass.
All right, it is Lita's turn now.
Okay, so I am going to move in on this idiot, and I'm going to stand on this unconscious one.
All right.
And
Extra
scrape,
5 feet of movement over corpse.
great sword.
Hit him. Hit him. Hit him.
Hey, look at that.
Hell yeah.
Hey!
Yay.
All right, roll damage. That definitely hits. He's in the middle of yelling at a Robin about his mean comment.
9.
Are you doing lethal or non-lethal?
I don't think I got the memo.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't understand social cues, so I just cut him down.
He's in the middle of yelling at a Robin like, I don't even wear pants. Ah! It just takes like huge gash across the chest and falls flat into the water, and his body is slowly taken out by the current.
And then what about this one that I'm standing on? I weigh,
That one is knocked the fuck out.
but I weigh like several hundred pounds.
Are we out of
Uh,
combat now?
You are out of combat.
Tyrion wants to drag the body up to the shore with him and begin a form of interrogation.
We will stop this.
It's
and
weird. I could
do-
never hear the music. And I don't know what was wrong or why. But I'm also glad that it didn't, because I hear that music. But
Oh,
don't-
interesting.
yeah.
Maybe it can detect that you're streaming, and
Yeah, it might. So I'm glad, because
Okay,
otherwise
because it was copyrighted music. I didn't even think about the fact that it was copyrighted.
Yeah,
I just
so
like the battle music from Final Fantasy 14.
I'm so sad that I didn't have
Agreed.
it, because that whole time was pretty like low key for the stream, but it's totally awesome.
Aw,
But
damn.
Tyrion
Alright.
Tyrion wants to just drag the bullywog's body up onto the shore and maybe shake him awake, just like,
I think you're gonna have to ask me to move first.
sure. Latest move, please. Thank you, my friendly robot man.
Yeah, you move off of him and he kind of floats back to the surface. He's like, What the fuck? You killed all my friends.
Yeah,
I am. So Letus is actually going to search everything,
all the crates.
for all the crates and the bodies, for books or whatnot. Mostly books, but he'll take anything he can get.
Is it possible Pock can swim out and grab that body that's floating away and drag it back?
This one
Yeah,
is now dead. Yeah, you could grab it. It's not going super fast. Well, let's see here. So
We all have ideas what we want to do. Quick, DM, respond to all of us.
I have to do some division real fast. Wait, no, why did I close the calculator? I can't do math. Okay, so yeah, so as Letus, as you are searching the bodies of the dead ones, you and Pock, as well as I'm assuming you guys would go through the pockets probably of the one that's alive, barely. You do find 275 gold.
Holy shit!
That it's probably, you would presume it's probably, this is probably like a scam it's pulled on like people traveling down the road, where it's like, ooh, there's some boxes. I wonder if there's anything we could sell, and then they jump out and attack. So you do find quite a bit of gold that they've collected from travelers.
And what's that divided by the 5 of us?
So it's
275.
275.
Other than that, they have like rusty daggers and shit, like just kind of garbage.
Okay.
Just stuff that they thought was shiny.
I will.
But they do have money.
I will pass out the money to everybody, so we each get 55 gold.
Oh, that's more gold than I've ever seen in one place.
How
yeah,
much?
and-
It's there's. Oh, I
There's
guess there's
fif-
5 of us.
Yeah, 55 for each of us.
Yeah, you would kind of get the sense that they probably would kind of pulling this scam for a while on people passing by. So they've probably just been collecting a lot of money. But yeah, I mean, if you pull this dude up here,
pull him up onto the shore out of the water because I feel like he had some, like that water is more his natural environment and the beach is much less so. And I'm just slamming him into the ground, being like, "Who do you work for? Why are you here?" Like just continuing to.
Yeah, you see, he's like slamming into the ground. He's like, I don't work for anybody. Just wanted shiny stuff.
What's your
maybe that's the
clan? What's your
problem.
clan name? Like, what is your group called? Lean in on his on his throat, choking him like, "I'm gonna fuck you up, buddy."
Now, that's going a little far. Being
Yeah,
pulled
actually,
out.
I felt really bad as soon as I said it. Like,
Yeah, he's just like,
I immediately hated myself. Like, I think I sweated a little bit. Like, did I just use those words?
We can play good druid, bad paladin if you want.
Letus is gonna look down at him and say, "Your friends are gone. Shall I exterminate you?"
please don't exterminate me. I just look. Sorry, we were just trying to get shiny stuff by people coming
Have
by.
you
We just
murdered?
saw this.
Shove a finger in his face, and I'm like,
I,
do you have anything to do with that haunted house up the road?
I, what? No. I don't know anything about a house. I live in the water. I just
Smack, smack. Are you working with the princes of the sea? Smack, smack.
Calm down, my friend. We should ease back. This is
Letus
I
is
don't-
gonna ask if he's. Have you killed anybody?
I mean,
I want to then toss him up into the air. And I don't care if I need an athletics check. I just want to throw him up before he gets a chance to answer.
I mean, okay. Roll athletics.
Yes!
It's like throwing a muppet in the air.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for this.
I feel like your strength is pretty fucking high.
It's pretty
so-
high. This is 21.
Yeah, so he just goes "Ah!" Just flying into the air. Like,
So Letus pulls
a
his
good
greatsword and just holds it straight up into the air. What are the chances that he lands on it?
I don't know. We can roll a D100, and if it rolls within the
80 to 100?
80 to 100 percentile, then he lands on it. What is
Can I-
that?
48.
Not 80 to 100.
48.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just lands
What do you-
on the ground.
He just lands on the ground, and he's. I'm gonna see if he's still alive because
He has not been treated particularly well, but I haven't been trying to kill
he's
him. Just
very hard.
interrogate him and
Right, but
really
you just-
intimidate to find out anything he knows.
Let's see. We're gonna say. I wish there was something between a D20 and a D100.
How about you decide how much damage is enough, and then you roll the fall damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how high did the 21
Well,
athletics
that's
toss
what
him
I'm
into the
trying
air?
to determine on how high you threw him because let's see
Like,
how much does
10 feet. Like, that would be really hard to throw a creature 10 feet into the air, but 10 feet would be a d6. So,
Can I try to catch him?
Okay, so a bullywog weighs 150 to 240 pounds. They're not very
Never mind.
small. Yeah.
yeah.
So you could throw him like 10 feet.
I mean, I'm
alright,
also
so
very
you are
buff,
very strong.
I guess, right?
3. He had. Okay, so he's still alive, but he's hurt like real bad. He like hits the ground with a thud. He's just like, ah. Why? Just what do you want?
I want to know everything you know about all of your allies. Pulling a very
Now-
hard Batman here.
Now,
I mean, he did
Now,
attack us unprovoked.
I do believe that he's working for himself, and he and his friends. And I go up to him like, "Well, I've got good news. One of your friends is not dead, and he fled. However, what's that?
I said that's good, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the fact that you care for your friend gives me a little hope with the demeanor within your heart. Um, However, waylaying folks for taking a peek at a box and taking their shinies, that's a no go. We can't let that continue. But I can tell, like,
It's the easiest way for me to get shinies.
yeah, but now tell me, what are you gonna do with all these shinies? You have a whole bunch, but here you are, out here on the shore, just hiding in the box just to get more. What's the end goal? Are you gonna buy some property somewhere? Are you gonna set up shop, or do you have some investments you'd like to make, or what do we have going on with you in your life?
I just, I,
Ty-
other
Tyrion
groups will
shakes him.
trade for them.
Answer
Uh,
him.
Oh, now.
Other groups will trade stuff for them. I just,
Oh, but look at your equipment. You just got these rusty old daggers and stuff. You had so much gold. You could have gotten better equipment.
Had
Now,
so much gold.
yeah, had. I'm sorry, it's been confiscated now. Um, I think there's a serious lack of leadership in your venture, and I think it's time for you to look for other job opportunities. Like I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of opportunities out there. There's a lovely town just over yonder. It's called Salt Marsh, and they're accepting of all sorts of folks. And there's a lot to do to get you shinies, and a lot of things to use shinies on. And you don't have to waylay poor people who just cares about a box.
okay. I'll,
Also,
I'll
tis the
try.
season. There's a haunted house up there, and I'm sure they're hiring for some spooks and some haunts, some actors to work in their haunted mansion.
Tyrion makes eye contact with Araban immediately, just kind of like raising a brow, like he's not
I
very much indicating he's not sure
that
how to
gesture is
respond to this.
returned in kind.
I, what you said? You yelled something earlier. A job is what I can try to get at one of those things.
Yeah, yeah. There's a port there. There's a wharf. There's piers, lots of boats. And you seem quite adept at, aquatically speaking. I'm sure they can use a lot of your abilities for help there, and I'm sure they pay real nice. So there's great food in town. There's lovely folk. There's a lot to do, and it's a very cosmopolitan type of situation there in Saltmarsh. And I'm sure you'd fit in just well.
Letus is going to look at Tyrion
Okay.
and say, "Scratch him. If we see him again, we'll kill him."
I, I, I'll go and try to get a get a job. If you let
Okay.
me go, you let me go.
Yes, and in fact, I will not let you go empty-handed. And he hands over 10 gold of his own money,
Okay.
Uh,
and you gotta make a solemn promise to me that you're gonna make a good go of it. That you've mended your ways, and thereby you must promise, and thereby swearing to the summer court that you are honest in this contract I am making with you.
Yes, contract. I will keep contract.
If you break this contract, your soul is forfeit.
that
Uh,
Uh,
huh, uh
moment
okay.
does kind of soften Tyrion a bit. But he leans in and is like, "Have you personally killed any of the travelers along the road?"
I mean,
And this is
you
like, I mean, he has been tossing him around. He is definitely trying to intimidate him into telling the truth.
no.
This leans into.
He's gonna all right, so intimidate. He's going to do – what is it? I'm sorry. What would I
Hmm?
roll against intimidation?
The same way, intimidation versus insight,
Insight.
or or intimidation, and that becomes the DC of a wisdom save
Yeah. So
versus frightened.
Letus
Okay.
leans in to help with the
He's definitely
intimidation.
frightened. So okay, so then I guess he would roll at disadvantage.
So if
So
they're already frightened, then it's disadvantage on the insight to convince.
He's definitely like he's literally like dying. And you
alright,
guys
so
are like,
here's yeah, like we're not.
Well, since I'm helping, does
well,
Tyrion get advantage?
what's your well, what is your yeah, you do get advantage. Because you're helping. Okay, so yeah, no, he's just like, I mean, I didn't kill anybody. I usually people just give up their gold when we jump out. Uh, we, we're pretty scary usually.
Okay.
So
Now,
so Tyrion then just scratches him instead of digging his claws deeply into his skull.
I'll I'll
Just
do
scratches him.
I'll do one better. Well,
Oh no,
okay.
Tyrion is
Oh,
vengeance oriented.
oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna help out along these lines. Uh,
But he's not going to kill him.
now,
I mean, he's not intending to kill him. Like
yeah,
if
yeah.
he just wants him to serve some kind of punishment. He's not necessarily going to drag him back to the town and be like, "This is a bullywog who committed crimes." He's content enough to scratch/scar him here, and be like, "Okay, I
You
believe it."
have beaten him within 2 hit points of his life.
Then it's light. It's he's not digging those claws into down to the skull. Like
Yeah.
he's
Just
I'll
scratching
enough
him.
mind.
so that we would recognize that individual scar if we see him again pulling this bullshit.
Okay.
This is fair. This is fair. Now, I mentioned a contract. I mentioned the terms of the contract.
Uh, uh, uh,
Your life and your soul will be forfeit if you renege on this. This is with the Feywild, the Summer Court within the Feywild, and they will collect.
This is a tonal
So,
shift.
do do
Yeah.
you agree to these terms?
yes.
Scratch.
Very well. And then he takes, well, not exactly. He takes his claw and gently taps his forehead and uses druidcraft to make a thorned crown around his head with berries mistletoe
Like
and
hollyberries and stuff.
like holly berries. That's what I mean.
Right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that's neat. Go on.
Yeah.
Yes. The contract has been struck. You will keep that upon your head as proof that you will keep in this contract. If you willingly remove it, that is breaking the contract.
I can't take off this hat.
Not willingly.
Okay. Will it stay on in the water?
You better put it back on your head if it comes off.
Okay.
If it comes off and you know it comes off, you better put it back on real quick.
Okay. Can I go?
Tyrion lets him
Yep.
go. Just kind of a little shove off of, holding his clothing and push
Yep,
you
you can
back.
go ahead and go along, Scoot, and good luck in the job market.
Thank you for that.
Yes, that's
I'm,
great.
I'm sure you do quite well.
I'll get a job. Sorry. And he just runs and
You
jumps
better-
into the ocean.
Wait, before you go, what's your name?
That's
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I'm
I don't
sure
need to know.
if you see a bullywog with a thorny crown,
On some scars on
Feel
his
good.
face.
I
So yeah,
So Letus is
Wait.
visibly confused by all of this interaction. He
so
just looks around and he asks the party, was that necessary? Why didn't we just kill him?
well, I like to try to turn lives around. You see, I want to bring brightness into this world any way I can if I think I have even a slightest chance of doing so.
Is killing okay?
Sure.
Well,
Tyrion,
if it's necessary.
Tyrion looks to Letus saying, it's like, the punishment must be met for the equivalence of the crime.
It's like
and he didn't kill anyone. So I feel the others were trying to kill us, and he didn't. And since we know he didn't kill anyone, not
He
necessary
tried
to
to
kill
kill
him.
me when I touched that wood.
Yeah, you guys did not roll insight at all on whether or not he was lying to you. So
Wait, I
yeah.
thought that went with the intimidation to be like, I want you to tell the truth. That's what I was
No,
going for.
Uh,
Oh, okay,
you,
okay.
you had to
I
roll to see
I
whether or not he was lying to you in his response.
I,
He could have been
Jared,
scared
if
but still lied.
Jared, otherwise we
Letus
use your
points at his
passive, and your
stomach.
passive is bad.
Yeah.
Letus points at his stomach and says, "Right there, that dent. He struck first."
Yeah. Although you don't, I mean, he may have not killed anybody. You don't know.
Hmm.
Well, I can get that ding out of you right quick if you'd like me to.
I'll keep it as a reminder to be careful.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So,
Tyrion looks to Robin, being like, "This is a reminder that I need to, consult my friends a bit more. Thank you for, thank you for being there and lead us. You're right. The attempt to end your life definitely, may should have been met with the same force, and I feel a bit ashamed now."
I was asking if it was all right and why we didn't kill him. If Krill wants to save people, I suppose I could learn not to kill.
It's good to try to forgive those who do wrong if they seem willing to make amends.
Next
Sorry.
time I get stabbed in the stomach, I'm going to kill, though.
Yeah, that's fine up to the point where they say they want to get a job or some such thing.
Tyrion
Okay,
thinks,
so
I'll need to spend the evening in prayer to Tyr to understand
There's a
to
lot of
understand
nuance in
my
these kind of
actions.
situations. I understand.
Hmm.
Anyway,
advancing. And then Lita
And
starts
so,
walking down the beach.
as we continue on, Robin would try and sidle up to old Krill, was it?
Krell, yeah.
Krill.
I'll be right back.
Krill's close enough, and I don't mind if you call me
so
Krill.
word in your ear, how much of that was off the cuff, and how much did you have prepared? Because that was an excellent story you wove there. Like your life will be forfeit to the court. It was very good. Where did you get that?
Well, up my ass.
that was really good.
Well, only partially. I do have some dealings with the Feywild and the Summer Court, and I know a bit about them. And I just figured taking advantage of some of my knowledge to try to influence people to better themselves would be seen by the Summer Court as, at the very least, highly amusing.
I I think you and I are going to get along very well.
I am quite happy to hear that.
Okay, Jared's back. So yeah, you guys are. I guess Letus is trying to leave. Did anybody want to do anything? Did you guys?
Is there anything in the? I'd like to search the boxes for anything besides frogs.
I think that was mentioned when we talked about.
Yeah, the boxes don't have anything in them. They were basically empty, with one side open so that they could kind of hide underneath them.
Yeah.
Then I'd like to bring one along that fits
Actually-
me.
Okay, you
Thus
gonna
continuing
try to
the.
solid snake this shit.
I mean, it's the running gag.
It's from the Sparkle Motion campaign.
Are you
Letus-
gonna paint? Are you gonna paint the words "the orange" on the side?
In the other Thursday Night campaign, they got a box that was basically like
Oh
applied a magical effect if if someone or something was inside of it that like gave a +10 to the like stealth or sneak or something, and so like
it was
it
essentially
was the solid snake box.
yeah. Um,
I love it.
yeah.
It was fun.
Sarah, did you want to do anything?
Yeah, I would like to, for this one that hurt me a lot, I would like to kind of scavenge and salvage his like bones and
Okay.
a few other
And his
bits.
meat.
So
Yeah.
what I will say too, you guys have been interrogating. You were interrogating him for a while. Um, so you guys have been like out of combat for a little bit. Um, we could consider that as like an hour or so. So that would, I guess, a short rest can be like an hour, right?
Yeah,
Um,
so if
a
Letus goes to
light
charge off, be
activity.
like, "Hey man, like we need to take a quick break. I need to reflect a bit
Yeah,
on what happened here and have some time to make a few
Okay,
prayers
so
to tear."
yeah. So
Letus just gonna smash the boxes that Oz isn't taking so that they can't be used like this again.
well, yeah. If a Robin wants to take a box, you can add a box to your inventory.
I take in the
Uh,
box.
yeah.
If it's too heavy, I'll carry it for you.
It'd just be like a wooden box. It wouldn't be. It's an empty wood box, so it wouldn't be too heavy. Um, Pock, I don't know if you wanted to do some stuff with the bones. I know your character has a trait that you can
Well,
do
I
some
wanted
stuff.
to. So, are we counting this as a short rest
Yeah,
because
we
I'm
are.
not interrogating them?
Yeah, you weren't
Well,
you
we
weren't
already
as
did.
part of the interrogation and all that. So during that time, I'm saying you could count that as a short rest and be doing that. I mean, you all could count this as a short rest because you're not actually like doing anything strenuous.
Yeah,
Uh,
Okay.
I'd specifically try to stop Letus from walking off and be like, "Hey, we're physical creatures that need to rest a moment after we've exerted ourselves. So please wait with us."
yeah.
Well, since it is a short rest, I have a skill which is the cunning artisan, where I can use basically my dagger to create a shield, a club, a javelin, darts, or blowgun needles from a creature's hide from around me.
Oh, that's what you're talking about with the bones.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would like to use this
You want to
frog
make a
person.
you want to make a bone dagger out of a frog leg.
I was gonna make a spear, javelin.
You can
Like,
do yeah, so javelins I think are can you use them as a spear or are they only throwing weapons? I can't remember.
I so they
that
can
was
be
something
used
I was
as a
gonna ask.
one-handed spear.
They can be used as a one-handed spear. So yeah, if you wanted to make one, yeah, then go ahead. You can totally do that. So I would say add a javelin to your inventory. Um,
Your javel inventory.
yes, it's
Javeltory.
actually that was a good joke.
Um,
I had a paladin that would just keep collecting the spears that people used against
Oh
him.
yeah,
So
he just had a shit ton of them.
Did any of them have spears, even rusty or not?
Uh, they did have some spears. Yeah, I mean, well, that's what they were using was spears. So if you wanted to take them, they were kind of like crude spears.
I'll pick up a rusty spear.
Yeah. So I mean, it. I would say you could count that as a javelin. Um, although after one throw, it's gonna break probably.
I mean, the same could be said if I made it into a club or a shield, right? It's
Well,
not.
yours should be fine
Okay.
because you're an artisan, so like you would have knowledge on how to make like a reliable bone weapon. The ones that I'm talking about, the ones that Tyrion is picking up from these bullywogs would be like rusted from being in like salt water all the time, and so like they're pretty crude and weren't.
Should I just add? I have several javelins in my inventory. Should I just add one?
Yeah, you can add one.
sure.
Okay. Thank you,
So yeah,
DM.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the restroom real quick. And so what we'll do here, I'm gonna move you guys along a little bit further. and then we will end. So, if there's anything you guys wanted to do, but
Okay. Um, yeah,
I'm gonna.
Short
as we're
restoration.
sitting around the long rest,
If you want
Tyrion.
to RP, I'm gonna go the rest of
Yeah,
the
we'll
time.
do a little bit, I think. Tyrion, sitting them around, going through a bit of prayer, looks at elitist, and he feels a bit of shame that he didn't uh, that he didn't uh, what he felt would be to like mete out justice against his pride, his group, and the fact that someone attacked them hoping to kill them, even almost killing them, and that he wouldn't then return, to all of the rest of the enemies. And he makes a bit of a gesture towards Letus that he promises to continue to protect him and to everyone else, and
Mm,
looks to Krell then a bit, being like, I understand, people that made mistakes. Just yesterday we had a few children in the town that were responsible for the theft of some materials, and though it was called for them to be their lives to be ended, we realized that they were simply uh, affected by the situation they lived in. These frogmen, on the other hand, seem much more violent and uh, looking only for their own good and their own intentions. How would reconcile these things?
You're asking Krell?
Yep. Because
Uh,
you can probably see a bit of like the conflict that he's feeling over not just meting out what he felt was justice to him, but he also was clearly affected by your words and saying, "Hey, you just get a job and don't do this," and he also felt that pull. So he's kind of looking to you to be like, what's the difference here between this situation and that situation?
well, your reading of justice and my reading of justice, I feel are both valid. Um, one is not right or wrong, in my opinion, and but it is just that my opinion. I could actually be fundamentally wrong about it, but it is what I believe that it is possible to turn bad into good if you just try, and you may fail over and over again. But I feel, at least for myself, if I'm given the opportunity to try to bring good into this world and try to twist the wrong into right and into goodness in any way possible, if even I feel there's a slight chance to do that, I will make the effort. However, um, I believe your way is right as well. Um, and I will not object to your beliefs in justice and your beliefs in right and wrong. I think it is just as valid.
Tyrion then
Elitist.
nods and looks to a Robin to say, someone who he's kind of looked to for advice, in the past, and a bit of direction, even though he has his god that he prays to and gets his power and abilities from. To say, Robin, how do you see this situation different from what we encountered yesterday?
Some people listen and others don't. There's a saying in a story that some knots can only be unraveled with a blade.
And he strokes his mane beard on the front, and he, Puck,
Ooh,
what
that was good.
what would
Now,
the
That was quite wise.
squares, Puck, what would the lizard people say of this? As he attempts to gather in sort of a democratic way the opinions of everyone in the party.
Hawk's like sitting off to the side, like messing with his new spear, making sure it's like in the best condition he can have it. Like he kind of like half looks up at you as he like pokes at it with his claws. Like, think of what?
Was there anything different from the children we encountered with their crimes yesterday between these frogmen that we encountered today, or are they one and the same to you?
It's all the same.
Hmm.
Just who wins, who doesn't.
And he then turns and looks to Elitist.
Hmm,
And how do
Elitist.
you feel about this, experiencing so many things for what seems like the first time?
Well, he's just going to say, I'm old. I know war. That's all I remember. I, beyond my skills, I might as well have been born yesterday. I'm going to take in opinions and advice from everybody and try to figure out what's best. Until I feel I know what's best for myself, I'm just going to listen.
You've all given me a lot to think about, today, and I want you to know that I appreciate you all and these different opinions, and I feel like if I'm going to try to be the person that I want to be, that I need to understand all of these things, and I appreciate you all for these comments. Thank you.
Well, we've just met, and I'm curious, what is the person you want to be?
Hmm. Why? I I believe that it's my destiny to be uh, the hero to the downtrodden, and to seek justice for those who cannot seek it for themselves. And I believe Tyr has granted me my power for this purpose, but it's a complicated question, and I'm grateful to know all of you and your your points of view. You've given me much to think and to pray over.
Well, it heartens me to know that you don't have a single minded idea of justice or right, and you are willing to learn from others and experiences around you. Uh, that makes me feel good inside. That makes me hopeful.
But wasn't it like hilarious when I set that guy up into the air?
Oh yeah, that was an awkward thing to see flying through the air. Uh, Thankfully, he did not die upon return to the ground, and but
He's so
uh,
tiny.
uh, tiny, but what's the word? Uh, Full of mass. That's not. That is not the word. Uh, but yes, I'm surprised you were able to throw that thick boy up in the air. You're a strong man.
I wish I could eat.
Can I say I also have the flesh of him inside my inventory? Like, I know I took his bones, but
sure. Yeah, if you wanted to take the Goldilocks flesh.
because I low key wanted to sit at like
I love your
not the mass of him, but the fleshy bits of him.
Yeah, if you want to take it. I mean, I guess you could probably eat pretty much whatever.
It tastes like frog, right?
Yeah.
You
kind
want
of
some
kind
seasoning for that?
kind of like chicken. Oh my goodness. I love this. I love this party. This is great.
This has been great. Yeah,
Seasoned them.
Guys, what is taste like?
Good.
I just imagine
Sometimes
Chris's
bad,
character.
but often good.
I imagine Chris's character talking like GLaDOS from Portal.
I just picture the computer generated voice that he had when he had the demo for that program. I loved that. That was amazing.
I'll have to find another one.
Well, I
Or
mean, you can always try taking one of these good berries and just kind of smashing it into the approximation of where your mouth would be and see what happens. It's magic. So who knows, you might get an effect.
I'm magic too, but I couldn't find a mouth when we were drinking at the pub. Do you see a mouth?
DM, do I see a mouth?
You see, essentially, what you see on him is what like generally resembles a face, but made of metal, and there's slats and different things. He does have what looks to be a mouth, although I believe you described it as it doesn't really open.
Yeah,
Does it like light up or anything when you talk?
I
May-
haven't decided. I have no idea.
maybe you
So
can
you're
like
saying so
maybe
you're
like
saying
you
it
like lean
resembles
the jaw up and like put it inside so it
It's a
goes
Like
Pez
a
down into you.
dispenser.
Pez dispense. Oh,
Yes.
It's I just look up towards the sky and I put one of the berries. Like I just set it on my face.
so to a
yeah,
person of this world it might look like a helmet,
Yeah.
but all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put it to, well, it looks like you have an approximation of lips, though no actual opening mouth.
Lips.
So try placing the berry to your mouth
Metallic
approximation.
lips. That's my new
Sure,
band name.
All right. So I'll just
metal
smash it
lips, and then
against.
no, and just think, and just place it there, and just think consume. Try that.
Consume.
Try that. That's just, who knows.
And I
Um,
do try that. Let's see
okay.
if it works.
So the berry itself, you put it to your mouth, and nothing seems to happen physically to the berry, although something within you does happen. It's weird. You don't understand what the sensation is. You've never felt this before, but it's what you think might be what taste is.
Oh, uh-oh.
It's almost as if the berry itself, nothing ever happened to it, but the magic within inside of it somehow was able to still affect you in the same way.
Like the satisfaction of being like an oiled joint or something, because it's not a flavor, but it's the thing you desired you were describing before.
Yeah.
It's what your heart really
How
needs
how
for
does
Yeah.
Venus
flavor.
react to this?
His eyes light up and
Bright red, he's in kill mode.
he's kind
Pin
of
him
scared.
down! Pin him down!
So he like flinches and the berry falls on the ground, and he just goes, "I tasted something."
He's like he
Wow.
goes Bastion when he has one of his PTSD moments.
Right.
Right.
So yeah,
boy.
this might be a crippling addiction for him later.
Oh no.
Yes! It's the
He just tried to
cigarettes of the
taste-
robot world. You got the first the first like moment of taste and he wants more taste.
You just
fucking
gotta go around finding fruit and smashing it in his face like it's a juicer.
trying
But
to
it-
see if anything works.
No satisfaction though, unless it's the magical good berry. Just like,
Right.
just smash this orange up
Welcome to
against my
Goodberry,
mouth
home
hole.
of the Goodberry.
so
Gotta
he
taste the Goodberry Dragon.
he looks at Krill and he says, "I need more magic food. Apparently, I can taste magic."
Well,
Are a magical being.
good news. Good news. I'm magic and I make magic food.
I think I'm happy.
Loophole. Magic beings can eat magic.
Right? Doesn't
I'm gonna
need
try-
to. Doesn't need to. It doesn't mean he can't.
Oh yeah.
So mechanically speaking, good berries work on him.
Yeah. Mechanically speaking, good berries would work on him as far as the like he can taste it, and it'll also like stabilize him if he were to go down or something like that.
Cool.
Gets that 1
Gets him
HP.
that 1 HP. Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
sure like potions and stuff, like any kind of like in-game mechanics will work on me. But
So essentially, any sort of like magic like because health potions are magical, they would work because essentially I think your character is like you have a
It's a human.
sentient soul that is magic, whether it's like crystal based or something like that. Um,
it doesn't describe at all like how Warforged are made.
you were
It
made by magic,
Yeah,
though,
it just says that they're made by magic with organic and inorganic parts.
right?
Like
So
and
like
that's all of like so we could do whatever we want with that.
right. So magic items like a potion or a good berry would have some effect on you.
So mechanically, by a base rules interpretation, it's do you count as a humanoid or a construct?
I don't
So
know.
I think
Yes.
It'll say in
Warforged
your race section in your supplement.
Uh
elitist features and traits, maybe racial traits,
It'll be in
construction,
description,
resilience, description.
I
Uh,
think.
it does
no,
not.
it
Hang on.
doesn't say.
Hey, that's the first thing that comes up when I Google. Standard Warforged are intended to be humanoids, though things like the Warforged Titan are constructs. So Warforged are considered humanoids.
All right.
That answers my questions.
Yeah.
Uh,
That
are,
was fun though. It's fun experience. Elitist's first taste. What a great moment.
yeah, they are considered humanoids. Some of their other variations are considered constructs, but the player character versions that you can play are considered humanoid. Um,
Which
so
means
yeah,
that every PC is a humanoid.
yeah. I mean, you do have free will. You do have sentience.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I would say, be considered like a free character. You're not just like a thing created for a purpose.
Well, I mean, technically they were created specifically for war.
Initially, yes, but if you
Warforged, robots forged for war.
yeah,
Yeah.
they initially were, but if you read on up on their like lore, they eventually
They
gained
gained
the
citizenship. Yeah.
they gained the rights as every citizen because they were proven to be like sentient. Um, so yeah, so
Yep.
you guys, that was a beautiful moment. Uh, you guys have all kind of like chilled out, rested. I don't know if anybody wanted to roll hit die, or if anybody needed to.
I
Um,
don't think anybody needed to.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody needed to.
Unscathed, but took a short rest.
All right.
Those of us with short rest abilities have refreshed them.
All right.
Those of us
Cool.
with
Rest
short
gave
rest
me everything
abilities have
back.
refreshed them.
All right. So are you? What are you guys doing now? Do you want to head on or?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's 11, so I don't know if that's a moment people need or we could continue down the
Well,
road. I personally have
That's a good point.
I will. I I will end it here in a moment.
Okay. Yeah, continue down
I
the road then, I guess.
Yes, the
so
last thing you said was you were moving us a little further in the story.
right. So you guys take a short rest. Pock makes a bone spear. You guys have a couple great personal moments. Letus has his first taste. Um, and then you pack up and move on. You guys come a little bit down the road, maybe about an hour or so. You start to see what looks to be a crumbling wall. And as you come down a little further, you see what looks to be a gate, and in the distance, a house up on a hill. And I made this for you.
Oh.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, did you use that map editor thing? That's nice.
I used Flowscape. Yeah.
Yeah, Flowscape. Beautiful.
It won't
I like
load in for me all the way.
Oh,
Yeah, now that I actually have like a good graphics card, I'll be able to use it more because my 1050 kind of struggled with it a little bit.
The Flowscape,
With
yeah,
the-
yeah.
Flowscape is actually pretty graphically intense. But
That's really cool.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to use it quite a bit more. But yeah, you guys come to a gate, and up on a hill, you do see what looks to be an old, but what looks like it was probably a very nice house at one point, but now is looks a bit run down. And that is where our story will end tonight.
Awesome.
I like it.
Tyrion crosses his
Oh, boy.
arms, looks, straightens up, and stares. I believe we've come to our destination.
Well, less creepy than I imagined.
I don't know. You hear this music? It sounded creepy.
Oh, the music's coming from it. I thought that was just in my head.
Oh
Well, hell
man.
yeah, guys, that was super good. That was super fun. I wanted to I knew that like I knew that some of you wanted combat, and I just needed to get you out of the fucking city to give you combat.
Yes, thank you for not making us roll and do a whole like social interaction on picking up the bag and like buying the
Yeah,
goods and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Thank you
I
for
mean,
that,
I
because
wanted to.
just like
Yeah,
I wanted to just move through that. And I was gonna be like, can I just roll something really fast and go on without it? And you
yeah.
didn't even push to that point. So thanks for that.
I'll generally try to role play anything I can, but I was trying to move it along a little bit because, and also I tried to make the combat a bit challenging because I knew that you guys wanted some combat. So,
It was definitely good, and I
We
got to
almost
use
lost
abilities I've never
elitist.
used before, so that was exciting. I don't think I was ever in any real danger. I just took a couple of hits
Yeah.
too many.
How low did you get?
I got to 4.
So less than a. So to translate, less than a quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one dagger stab away from death,
well,
possibly.
But
you gotta
like
make
we,
it interesting.
Well,
I mean, D&D, like this combat is not really about keeping everybody topped up. It's keeping everybody up,
Right.
yeah.
and
Yeah,
like
I felt like even if
between
I
that
did go
subclass
down,
feature,
I had everybody around with, healing. They were like
like
directly next to me, so
between that subclass feature and all the good berries of a day, we can keep getting up.
well, and also to like a Robin using like hideous laughter on the one that was like the caster was a really fucking good idea because you basically just made him not be able to do anything. Uh,
Yep,
where
totally
like
got canceled. Hashtag
yeah,
canceled.
his attack was far like the psychic damage from that attack was way stronger than their spears. So you tackled that very well.
So yeah,
Yeah, I was having a tough choice between like, do I stick next to a Robin who I like know traditionally to, be more easily hit, or do I go jump into the middle of the fight where I could probably do my most benefit at the same time? So
Yeah.
just because I was afraid like spears were gonna start getting thrown at him, and I was like, I want to be next to him and shielding them off,
Yeah. Well, he's like the one you're
Lead,
closest with in the party.
Yeah, right.
Leadist is very excited about the looks of this mansion. It looks like there's going to be lots of books in there.
Oh, you don't
I'm
even know yet.
I'm kind of disappointed that I overused the Balm of the Summer Court. I didn't mean to use all 3 charges. It's my
it's
first time
fine.
using it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry
I'd
about
never
it.
seen that before, so
That's once per what?
Long rest.
normally it's
Long
the
rest.
effect of one first level healing word 3 times per long rest.
Right. I used it wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I can
I don't know
can
about
let
wrong. I really.
yeah,
I mean, okay, you're right. You said that you were
I
only
can
supposed to roll one of those 3d6.
Yeah,
Sure,
I had to
sure.
roll one of the 3 because I can only use 1 charge at a time at this current level.
yeah, I could let it slide because it's a new character, it's a new subclass that you've never played before, and we're all kind of getting used to like these new characters that we've never played. So like if you want to say that you just used 1 charge and like
Okay.
I'll let it slide this time, and then like next time it's like we did, you know.
Now
I
we
remember
know, right?
now we know, so yeah. But like, I'm not gonna like punish you for trying something new. Essentially,
All right, cool. Thanks.
yeah,
Yeah, I want to do things correctly.
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
No, I get that too. Like, and I'm sure that like I know that I've fucked up spells with my character, and usually I have Oz there who knows like all the fucking characters
Oz
to
is
like
our rules lawyer.
let us. Well, it's
You're
hey,
not
Hey
a.
look,
now,
Hey, what?
it,
It's not an insult. It's
it's
a compliment.
you're not
it's
shitty. You're
actually
not
not.
shitty about it. You're not shitty about it because like you actually like help us learn things the right way rather than like a lot of times when I see people who are rules lawyery are
So
like
there's three
it
types of
only
people that get
applies.
this title.
Yeah, it's like the people that I usually see do this shit. It's like it only applies when it's not my character, but when it's my character, then I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
Like there's
I'm
everyone by the
grateful.
book, and then there's everyone. But it's everyone. There's everyone by the book. There's get the ruling that benefits the party the most,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
or get the benefit that benefits you the most. I would say, as a DM, I've always identified you as the rules lawyer in our party, and I've always been grateful for you to be there because it allows me to not have a constant focus on a lot of stuff, and you are very it's just specific, and it isn't just benefiting you or just benefiting the party, or it also can go for whoever the bad guys are. So I don't
yeah,
I don't see it as an insult, or I
you're
see it
not
as a
doing it
compliment.
maliciously, and also like you are very knowledgeable about it, about a
yep.
lot of the things. So like
Yeah.
I appreciate it because a lot of the times I will forget certain aspects of my spells, but then also it's not like you're favoring you or yourself or the party. Like you will call out like if something should have hit from like the bad guys, and I'm like shit.
Yeah, right. I'm sure, like, from the party's perspective, maybe the party's like, why'd you say that? Why'd you remind him that I can't do that twice per round? But
But that also
but
makes
that
it
means
fun
you're being fair,
and it's
so
balanced. So
it's not bad.
Yeah, the game's only a game if you have rules that are consistent and equal.
and
Yeah.
balanced, yeah.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
Well, let's say good night, internet.
Yeah. Good night, internet.
Good night,
Bye.
internet.
Good
Good
night,
night,
internet.
Internet.